All right, Gyre fans, we are back, and I believe we've corrected the music. Rick, Thrill Kill, we are back live, sir.
All right, guys, sorry about that. Had a bad feed there from our local Wi-Fi. Somehow got us crossed over there with music. We do apologize, but we're back live. And Eli Stowers now throws a bullet out to 34 Bryson Riggs. It's complete, out over the 50-yard line for a first down. We appreciate you guys being patient with us. And we're back on the air.
And I'm going to put Quincy Horde on for a minute while I still troubleshoot some technical things. Quincy Horde has been joining us all season long. And I'm going to go quiet, and here we go.
We got Eli Stowers here. He's going to be setting up at the 41-yard line. One man in the backfield.
Stowers going to take and hand inside to 20, Tyan Aldridge, and he bangs it forward for another first down. What was that about? What was that about? Why'd you get Quincy to talk? Oh, just say. All right, here we go again. Stowers, hand inside. And gain on the play is about 8.
Tackle by number 11, Damari Turner.
Tackle inside there by Turner. Now we got flags flying everywhere here. And let's see, let's check the call on the field, and it is motion. Motion by the Wildcats. That'll back them up 5. Second down and 8. Can't do that. Got to stay ahead of the chains. All right, guys, here we go. All right, Stowers now going to look, and he is up the middle. And gain on the play of about 2 or 3.
Tackle by number 28.
The tackle there was
Alexander.
By number 28, Alexander. Third down and 3, and the Wildcats going to take in hand and tripped up. Check that number over there, 20. That's Tyan Aldridge on the carry. He's close to the first down, but he's going to be short a couple yards. Again, you're going to have to bear with us a little bit here as we go at this angle, and as they spot the ball. Yeah, it's fourth down to the Wildcats. They're going to go for it. Break the huddle. And hand. This time on the reverse to Riggs, and they got it snuffed up, and we're going to lose about 7 yards, and the Colts will take over. And a big play there in the backfield as the defensive man for the Colts held his ground and turned over on downs. And Wildcats, not a great play there, John. Not a great play at all. Roll us over here, and the Colts are going to get the ball here, I believe, at their own, we'll call it the 39-yard line. And got to make a play here. Big momentum swing there, and you got to get it right back your way. And quarterback Smith going to keep on the left side. Tries to break it back to the right. And he picks up about 4 yards there. He's brought down by 17, Jaden Fugit. Gain on the play was about 6. And second down and 4. Colts break that little sugar huddle. Got trips on the left side. Smith going to take and hand inside. B.J. Rogers, no place to run, but nice little jump cut there, John. And he might got the first down. Boy, that thing looked like it was going to be a 2-yard loss. We had 2 or 3 guys in the backfield, and he just jumped to his right, picked up 4 yards and a first down, and they go right back to the line of scrimmage. Not quite as fast as you see the Wildcats go, but no huddle. Little check to me to the sidelines. And Colts ready to go now. Smith got Rogers to his right. Going to take the snap. Going to take and hand inside to B.J. Rogers, and he is upended. Submarine tackle there.
It's Marquand Pope, number
33. Marquand Pope coming hard off his left side. Nice play there by 33 Pope. No gain on that play, short gain on that play of about 2. Be second down and 8. No hurry here from the Colts. One of the things I know, we talked to Coach Peach. He said he wants to control the clock, take some plays away from the Wildcats. Now a snap, fake, inside. Smith tried to keep that one. Stuffed out pretty good by the Wildcats, John. Gain on that play of about 1.5 yards.
Well, fans, hey, John Piper here. I'll take full responsibility. We had about 8 different devices converging on one. We're using the Globe Life Park Wi-Fi, and I think we've got our audio corrected. We're missing our good friend Kyle Rogers today. He would have troubleshot that a little quicker than me, but I think we're back in good standing with our audience.
We are. I hear all good now on the text. So thanks, and appreciate you guys being patient with us here. And we still expect a great game. Arlington Colts at the Geyer Wildcat 47, 3rd down and 7. If you're just joining us because of the audio difficulties, it's 7-0. Colts here early in this ball game. Still 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We got a timeout here. John, see if you can catch everybody up if they're just now getting to the broadcast.
Yeah, we are here. If you did not already know, we're at Globe Life Park. It's really a great day for football, Rick. I think it's probably hovering right around 60 degrees. We sense no wind because of the kind of the bowl-type atmosphere here at the stadium. The flags are moving a little bit, but I don't think they're feeling wind down there. Arlington does lead this one 7-0, 2:26 left in the first quarter. Kind of the storyline is Chris Sims, the quarterback for Arlington, last year completed almost 58% of his passes for 2,400 yards, 33 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, but he's also very dangerous on the ground, ran for 519 yards and 10 TDs. So far this year, not quite on that same pace, Rick, but he's thrown for over 1,500 yards, 55%, and very deadly on the ground.
Yeah, here your Colts are back from the timeout. You got twins on each side. Chris Smith puts a man in motion, keeps it straight up the middle. The gain on that play is about 3 or 4. Pardon the Freudian slip here with the Amari Rogers comment. They do have the Clemson Notre Dame feed on here, and I was getting my Rogers mixed up, but the fake inside to Rogers and the keep gains 5, but it will be 4th down and 1 yard, John, and there is absolutely no doubt here we will not see a punt.
Do we have a final on the Oklahoma-Iowa State game?
Yeah, the final of that Oklahoma-Iowa State game, Oklahoma did pull that thing out. I believe the score was 27-21, but interception late in the game. It was a really good ball game. They trailed, or they won ahead by 17 at one point. And the quarterback keeps it, and it's going to be close, John. Let's see the call.
Yeah, they're initialing. It's hard to see. We are about 40 yards deep into, I guess we'll call it the west end zone, I guess. I think I've got my bearings right.
Yeah, it's a unique broadcast angle. I've never been behind the play. So
we're behind the dish?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to see the exact line of scrimmage. Handoff inside. And that is B.J. Rogers. Gain on the play is minimal. Brought down by a host of Wildcats in there, led by 16, Jackson Foster. Gain on the play is 2. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, their pace of play is much slower than Geyer. Early on we talked about Coach Peach described the Geyer offense as going at just Mach 1 speed as fast as they can go, and Arlington much slower pace.
All right, Chris Smith now by himself in the backfield. Got trips high. Going to send a man in motion. Going to take and hand on the speed sweep. That is 10. He's got the corner. And hopefully we're going to have a holding penalty as I see the flags fly out here, John. But if not, boy, that was an excellent play. I would be careful about that one later in the game, as that was number 10, Joel Murray, on the motion in the speed sweep, and he got the corner pretty easy, John.
Yeah, he's an all-district player. Goes not a big kid, Rick, 5'8", 160, but very quick. Yeah, that one is coming back. It is a hold against Arlington. Nice break for the Wildcats. They can kind of catch their breath too, Rick, after that.
Yeah, and
nice
we'll see what Coach Peach is going to call here. You know, I said before, Smith he's a true dual threat quarterback, but he doesn't have a huge arm. So, it can be, a little bit ineffective if we can push them behind the chains. So that's a tough penalty right there as they had a first down deep in the Wildcat territory. Second down, 16. Smith again by himself. Trips on the right, looking, steps up, going to throw deep, and he's got a receiver open, and he does overthrow him at about the 5. That was number 1.
He can air it out. Wow,
Yeah, that was number 1, Jalen Anderson, and he had 22 Bowen beat inside the 5, but we just overthrew the ball.
They took a deep shot there, Rick.
Nice play by 7. Cooper Lands as he put a little bit of a pop on the quarterback as he released the ball. And might have had that thing sail on him just a little bit. All right, third down and 16, call it.
Yeah, we got to think they got to be throwing the ball here.
Rogers again by himself. Smith again by himself in the backfield. And he's going to roll to his right and fire down the middle of the field. And that's well overthrown and intercepted. 33 Marquand Pope with the interception. Down around the 3-yard line. Effectively, that was a punt and probably
a very good punt.
Very good punt.
Wow.
That's one of those things right there where you got to intercept that ball. And he looked like he could have kept his feet up for a little bit, maybe gotten some yardage, but Turf Monster got him. And Wildcats will have to start at their own 3-yard line, John. If you're going to have a turnover, that certainly is one you can live with. I'm sure Coach Peach is thinking in the back of his mind that I probably would not have been in any better shape with a punt there, for sure.
Yeah, we talked early in the game about field position, and so far Arlington's winning that battle, Rick.
It is. B.J. Rogers beside Stowers in the backfield, going to take it right up the middle, and he's got a huge hole. And, boy, that's a big tackle right there by number 7, Malachi Kilo. If he doesn't make that play, B.J. Rogers still running. And here we go, right to the line. Stowers takes it, hands it right again to Phillips. This time 94 there to stop him. Short gain, David Schwabe in there. We'll call it maybe 3.5, John. We'll bring up second down and 7. Again, stack right. Stowers and Wildcats right back to the line. Now we got a timeout.
Hey, Rick, one of the storylines, too, is last week and again this week, Geyer has their offensive line back healthy, and that could be a big difference today. Nathan Penny, Gabe Blair, Joe Radovan, Ty Johnson, Knox Boyd are all there healthy, and they counted for 400 yards rushing last week. But hey, that's going to take us to the end of the quarter as well, so why don't we take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this message.
The law office of Kimberly N. Shanklin voted the best criminal law office in Denton County 6 years in a row. She and her team are focused on family law and select criminal cases. As a proud Wildcat herself, she will offer any member of the Geyer community a free initial consultation. Kimberly's primary objective is to deliver outstanding results for each of her clients in the most cost-effective manner possible. For more information and to schedule a consultation, visit shanklinlawfirm.com or call her office at 940-382-8216.
It is really tough to tell the yardage gain.
Well, we are back. The start of the second quarter here at Globe Life Park with Arlington leading the Geyer Wildcats 7-0. Here we go, Rick.
All right. Stowers going to hand inside again. B.J. Phillips bouncing off people, pounding forward. Going to pick up about, let's call it 5, John. I think it's going to be third down. And no, there they go, moving the chains again. Again, they're on the far end of the field from us. And we'll take it, though. First down, Wildcats. And the hand is again inside Phillips. Big hole as he bounces it right up the middle. And running over people. Brought down over there by 23, Richard Toney. But not before he picked up 7, John. And we have been pounding the ball. There's no doubt. There's room to run in there for those Geyer Wildcat running backs.
That Arlington defense allows 344 yards per game this season.
Stowers now going to throw backside on the wheel route. He's got Tyan Aldridge, and he is wide open down the corner of the sidelines, all the way bound inside the 40-yard line, all the way down to the 35. Huge play as they through to the tailback on the backside on the wheel route, and right back to the line they go. And it is Mach 1. This time Stowers going to keep it, try to go to the corner. He's got room. He's still running, and he is knocked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down for the Wildcats.
Rick, back to that last play, Ty Aldridge, he did not want to go out of bounds. He lowered his shoulder, took 2 Arlington Wildcats with him with a full steam ahead. They're ready to play some ball today.
Yeah, here we go. Stowers again going to take and hand, and this is 20 Ty Aldridge as the backs rotate. And the result is the same. Another 7-yard gain for the Wildcats straight up in the middle. Back to the line. Quickly they go. 2nd down and 3. Stowers and the Wildcats all the way down to the 14-yard line. Now there's another hole, and Ty Aldridge bangs down to around the 11. And another first down.
This is that chloroform mode that Coach Webb's trying to just pound the ball.
Put people to sleep.
Wear down that defense, and they look a little gassed right now with Geyer on the move.
They sure are. Stowers, again, stacked left. Ty Aldridge just off his right hip, going to take and hand on the right side and bangs inside the 5. Another 6-yard gain for Aldridge. Right back to the line. And here we go. Stowers set. Twins right. Stack formation. Take and hand again. And Aldridge is down to the 1. That'll be another first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 1, and here come the big boys, John, and I think you're going to see that long, straight eye. And here it is.
Yeah, what do they call it, the Wolverine?
That Wolverine. It's just 10 men lined up in a line, and they're going to they'll call some sort of signal, and then they'll break quickly into a short stack, and there they go. Straight to the line. Stowers goes under center, going to take and hand of the tailback, and same result. 27, B.J. Phillips over the top. Wildcat touchdown.
Well, just what the Wildcats needed, Rick. They pounded the ball. That was probably at least a 10-plus play drive and just wore out Arlington. And they get on the board with this point after attempt, could tie it at 7.
Mayfield is in. Snap down with Noble. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And, John, 9 minutes and 51 seconds to go here in the second quarter, and the Wildcats now have taken the lead here 7-6. And that was a long drive, ate up a little bit of time there for the Wildcats, but they shove it in the end zone, and that's what you got to do. You got to come up with 7.
Well, Rick, just like we anticipated, we're going to have us a ball game here. 2 6A powerhouses. Coach Peach has led this program for 18 years and put together a great program, and they're going to go toe-to-toe with the Geyer Wildcats all day long. And we just saw it right there. Geyer, much needed, punches it in, really establishes some momentum back, and going to be important that their defense comes out and slows down the Arlington Colts in this next series.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of kick you get here. You know, Geyer always lines up with both of their kickers there. There's always the potential with the Wildcats that you get that onside kick or some sort of funky kick there. Looks like the Colts are prepared for it as they've got some low numbers up there in the front line if you get something like that. This time we are going to kick it kind of deep, though. It's going to go down, and it is caught. And, again, a bad play there by the Arlington Colts, but they are able to get out of it. He's rolling out here on the right side, and he's got some open ground, and he is all the way out past the 50 and finally run down there by Ryan Fritcher. But there is a flag all the way back at the 15-yard line. Let's watch it. Does not look good for the Colts.
You can tell by the body language of that Arlington Colt coming off the field.
Yeah, I got a block in the back there. That's going to really not only eliminate an amazing run there by number 5, Rodney Talton, but really going to stick them into a hole. They're probably going to be down around the 6-7 yard line, John, to start off here.
Yeah, that hole was on Malachi Kilo, and boy, he didn't want to come to that sideline and get an earful from Coach Peach. But
let's see what happens here. Geyer really got a little bit of momentum there for the first time in the game. It's really the first drive, John, that we've had some consistent success and seize that momentum, so to speak. Let's see if we can hold it here. It's A lot of times you think one big play turns into another play, turns into another play. Little delay here. I'm not sure what's going on.
I think part of the game plan for Arlington is just to slow down the entire pace of game. They can't go toe-to-toe with Geyer at their Mach 1 speed.
Yeah, Smith going to take and hand inside. B.J. Rogers going to gain it out about the 10. Gain on that play is 3. I think, John, one of the things they talked about is they just want fewer plays, right? At the fewest plays that they can get in this ball game, they think they have the athletes, but maybe not the depth that the Wildcats have. So they'd like to keep this thing to about 50 plays. You know, Coach Geyer, they want to run 80 plays. So
yeah, Coach Peach mentioned they average about 55 plays a game, and I'm not sure what pace they're on now. Probably not quite that many.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't think so. But second down now, and let's call that 8, John. Pick up on the play was only about 2 yards. Smith now going to take and roll to the left. Excellent penetration by the Wildcats. Cooper Lands right there just drove the offensive tackle about 4 yards into the backfield. And I think 33 Pope was the one that came up and made that play. But 7, Cooper Lance is the one really, John, that forced that play so deep. And gain on the play is maybe a half yard. I mean, it's still going to be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, you had a chance to visit with Cooper Lands last week during the halftime segment. The Baylor commit is really coming into his own as a senior leader on this defensive team, and coming up big today, Rick. He looks like he's just ready to go.
Yeah, he is a tough kid. What you call a jumbo athlete. He really can do it all. Smith now in the quarterback draw. A little bit of room to run, and he's got a hole. He breaks out on the left side. He's got a first down, and he's still running out of bounds all the way to about the 27-yard line. And real tough break there from Darius Goodlow as the cornerback is playing today with a club on his right hand. We didn't really get any true information, but obviously a hand injury from Goodlow. It just couldn't bring him down there as the quarterback escaped and got a first down. Again, Smith in the backfield, got Rogers just to his right, going to send him in motion. Run the quarterback draw again. This time nowhere to go. Slammed down by 7, Cooper Lance, almost immediately, John.
Chris Sims is their leading rusher, Rick. 528 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season. So I had a chance to visit with Coach Heim this morning, Geyer defensive coordinator. He says he is a playmaker, and I think they got a couple Wildcats keying in on him this afternoon.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, Smith by himself in the backfield, trips up here on the right side, straight back. Look at, he's in trouble quickly. Going to throw on the left, run that tunnel screen, and the Wildcats just eat it up. 11, Parham running in there, making the tackle along with 1. Darius Goodlow, as I said, is battling with that club hand. But nice play there by the Wildcats as they just swarmed that tunnel screen, John.
Yeah, nice play. Good contain as well.
8, Smith looking over the side, gets a check from his coach. Now drops straight back, looking down the middle, and he fires to a open number 1. And that was a heck of a throw right there, John, as he threw that ball right down the left seam. Gain of about 18, 19 yards and a first down. That's to Jalen Anderson. All the way up to midfield.
Yeah, only a sophomore, Rick. He goes 6'1", 190. He is going to be a phenomenal player as he continues to develop. On the season, he's got 24 receptions, 381 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and that was a big play right there.
All right, Smith. Rogers to his right. Going to take and hand to BJ, and he's going to have a nice little hole there on the right side, John, as he shot through a gap. We got a hand on him, but that kid's not one to go down with one hand. He picked up about 8. It'll be 7. 2nd down and 3. 22 Bowen on the tackle for the Wildcats. Again, John, straight over there. Go right to the line, but he's going to let that clock wind down a little bit as he looks to his coach for a play call. Smith now going to take and hand again inside to Rogers. A little bit of a delay there. Gain maybe a yard and a half. It'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Rick, the starters for Arlington across the front line, just to give you an idea of their size, Miles Kelly, tight end, senior, 6'2", 220. Left tackle, Jacob Waller, junior, 6'5", 270. Left guard, Ronnie Brooks, 6'3", 260, senior. The center, 5'10", 225. Right guard, Ken Perry, senior, 6'3", 280-pounder. right tackle,
Is a
Connor
man.
Kennedy Jr., 6'3", 305.
Yeah,
They're
he's a
big across
monster.
the front.
Yeah, Smith goes motion, fake, now trying to keep on the left side, and Geyer bottles it up, but I do believe he's going to get the first down. Yeah, tackle over there by 33, Marquand Pope. Nice play by the Wildcats, but Smith was able to sort of like do a little boogie there, John, on the left side. It looked like he was dancing, a little dance move there, got him an extra yard and a half, and a nice play for the first down.
Yeah, I think both these teams, both coaches have a similar strategy, with the exception Coach Peets does not go fast. He's taking his time, very methodical, but he's looking to chloroform that Geyer defensive line as well.
Yeah,
Just
Rogers-
pound it up the middle.
Rogers is on the right side in a slot. Smith by himself going to look, and he is dumped back there. And he's able to get rid of the ball, but no real receiver in the area, John. And the referee and the back judge are talking. That's really close to being intentional grounding. They're still the referee's still talking it over there. I would not be surprised to see this called intentional grounding because he was swarmed over in the backfield and he just threw it right down the middle of the field.
He was facing an imminent sack, tremendous pressure coming up the middle,
and he was
from
in
the
the
Wildcats,
pocket.
and there goes the flag.
Yeah, definitely
They
in
had
the
dropped
pocket
flag.
too. That's gonna bring the ball back there. It's a spot foul, loss of down. So it's just like a sack.
Hey, fans, you'll want to stay tuned at halftime. We have a feature sit-down with both Knox Boyd, senior tackle for your Geyer Wildcats, and Eli Stowers, the senior quarterback. So stay tuned for that halftime segment here on the Geyer Football Radio Network.
Yeah, definitely. That's intentional grounding there. Just a loss of down, a spot foul, so it's just like a sack. It's almost one of those things for quarterbacks when they do it. It's there's no real reason not to try to get the ball out of there. That's going to push it, though, way back to, let's say the 40, looks like about the 47, 48-yard line of the Wildcats. So it'll be second down now and about 19, John. So stop play here.
Hey, shout out to Coach Eric Diaz, coach there on that Liberty Christian staff, along with your son Preston Throwkill.
Absolutely.
Thanks for tuning in to the broadcast.
Thanks for listening, Coach Diaz.
He might be listening to the previous broadcast. It had a little AC/DC action there, feeding the audience. That was kind of some of our pregame booth music that you guys got. So, but I think our audio is good now.
Yeah, I think we got a little bit of a spot challenge here, John. This is the timeout. It's a referee timeout, and I think we can't get an agreement on where we want to mark the ball. Let's see.
Well, hey, just an absolute gorgeous day. The Texas Rangers, could play some baseball out there. It feels like San Diego weather, more like Petco Park.
It does.
I think it's 59, 60 degrees. I'll have to double check.
One of the coldest days ever in my entire life.
59 degrees and very little wind down here. We do see the flags moving at the top of the stadium, Rick, but I don't think the way the stadium is configured, there might be a little breeze coming through the breezeways, but I don't think wind's a factor on the field at all today.
No, not at all. Slot right. Chris Smith by himself in the backfield. He's looking at a second down and about 17 as they did make a little bit of an adjustment. He's going to roll out to his right and throw that thing away. Nobody open. Smart play there by Smith. He didn't want to make that same mistake again and take that sack back there. They did sort of mark the ball different.
Hey, we do want to give really a shout-out and just a great season. Our neighbors there in Argyle, the Arlington Eagles, went 16-0.
Argyle Eagles, you mean?
Yeah, Argyle Eagles.
You said Arlington.
Oh, did I? I'm just making sure y'all paid attention. The Argyle Eagles, Coach Todd Rogers, 16-0 and state champions for the second time last night in AT&T Stadium right across the street.
Smith again now going to run the quarterback draw, and again this time not anywhere to go. The Wildcats eat that up. People all over his legs. That's 47 Etheridge in there, and 33 Marquand Pope to clean it up. Nice play in there by 47 Brooks Etheridge as he submarined a blocker and knocked Smith down for little or no gain there. And they're going to have to punt it here, John, fourth down.
Well, it's going to give Geyer the ball back. We are knotted up at sevens, Rick. 4:20 and counting here in the second quarter. It'd be phenomenal for Geyer to mount a drive, maybe get a nice return here, set up Eli Stowers and company in good field position.
Yeah, 35, going to punt that thing down on the left side. And a little bit of a good Arlington Colt bounce as it gets down to about the 15, John. And that's where we'll turn it over. The Wildcats will take over possession. 4 minutes and 1 second to go here, John. Your score, 7-7, and let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Lisa Morris and Shannon Piper with the Cloud Realty team have been serving the DFW area for over 15 years. They specialize in residential buying, residential selling, and work with investors all over the Metroplex. Call them today at 469-300-1109 or go to txcloudrealty.com and check out their 5-star reviews. Contact Lisa and Shannon today to find your next dream home.
Yeah, it's thank you from them there. It's always everybody's dream home, that first home that you can have, John. I know we're family members, or we're family guys ourselves. I'll never forget that. And Stowers now back and looking, firing down the middle of the field and wide open. He has got 15 to Marcus Howard, and it's a huge play for the Wildcats all the way down inside the Arlington 40-yard line. A gain of 36 yards as Eli Stowers fires to 15 and then right back to the line of scrimmage. Goodness gracious, the Wildcats are fast. Arlington not even lined up. And gain on the play there was 8. Second down and 2 and right back to the line of scrimmage. And I'll tell you, Coach Pete was serious about that. Wildcats again snap and 2. B.J. Phillips pounds and he's loose and he's still running down to the 25. Another first down for the Wildcats. Right back to the line mercilessly. Stowers trying to get him set up in a hurry. Stack right. Phillips just off to Stowers right. Going to take and this time fake. Roll right. He's out. He's got room. Stowers now going for the corner. And he is run out of bounds, but not before he gets to the 12-yard line. And another Geyer Wildcat first down.
Well, they're going quick, Rick, and just like Coach Webb ordered, Geyer is moving the ball. They're already in field goal position, but they want more than 3. They want to smell that end zone. With 2:40 left, they are smelling another score here.
Yeah, Stowers going to take in a hand, tying Aldridge on the left. Nice little move, and he's down to about the 6-yard line. Nice run there on first down. Second down and 3, right to the line. Go the Wildcats, and you can tell that the Colts are dog-tired. They're not even getting there lined up good. 20 Aldridge. This time, not really much to run to, though. No holes. He's maybe going to get to the 4. It'll be third down and, John, let's say 2.5 from there. 34 Higgins there. Wildcats now straight back to the line. This time, little bit more time as they go stacked on the left side. Now both backs in the backfield. Going to fake, and it's Stowers. He keeps it, and he's running hard right at the goal line, John. And he's short, but it will be a first down. Another first and goal for the Wildcats.
Fantastic second effort there by Stowers. He was hit at about the 4-yard line, Rick, and took 2 Arlington defenders with him.
Yep.
Almost
back
scored.
to the line, John. Here we go. 2 backs again. This time going to hand 27 Phillips, and they are going to hold him out. That was a nice play by Arlington there. It looked like Phillips was going to get in the end zone.
Some extracurricular activity. Knox Boyd, and they're starting to spread out there. It's getting very chippy.
Yeah, this is not what you want when you've got it
first and goal. No flag. Yeah, no flags.
Yeah, this is not at all what you want if you're the Wildcats. Nothing good can come out of that.
But what you expect in round 2 of the playoffs, a lot on the line here, win or go home.
Yep.
Minute 12 and counting.
Back in that long I formation, John, what do you call it?
The Wolverine.
The Wolverine. And going to take and going to hand, and again, we walk in. B.J. Phillips, touchdown.
And Cooper Lands was in on that set. They had kind of the big boy package. And Geyer's usually going to win that battle.
Yeah, every time we run that play, you get an extra offensive lineman in Utley. You get Cooper Lance, and you get Dylan Romero, and you just, bam, 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 and we walk that thing into the end zone every time. And the snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good. And with 58 seconds to go here in the first half, John, Geyer finally takes the lead here, 14-7.
Hey, fans, one thing we've done, and I just texted out the fresh link to our Geyer community. If you haven't already done so, just text the word football to 214-416-9771, and that way we can text you, like if our link changes for the live feed or breaking news or a game time change, we can reach out to you via text message. So, again, text football to 214-416-9771 to be a part of the Geyer football community.
Yeah, I'll tell you, John, really interesting to see what goes on here in this 58 seconds because first of all, if you're Geyer, you just got to protect the big play. If you're the Colts, you got to kick the ball to the Wildcats in the second half. So normally you might want to be a little bit conservative, but I believe if you get good field position here, you got to try to put it in the end zone because otherwise, all of a sudden, it could be a 2-touchdown game without you even touching the ball again. Let's see what happens here as the Geyer Wildcats kick off, and they kick it deep. And again, all the way having to trail back is number 5. He's got the ball. He does make a couple of people miss, and this time he's up the left sidelines and out to about the 30-yard line, John, before he is brought down by several Wildcats, again led by 17, Jaden Fugit.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what Coach Pete dials up. He's got some time, 48 seconds, 2 timeouts. You'd have to think he's got to be aggressive here, Rick.
Yeah, I believe he will. Another tactical error there by the return team, though, for the Arlington Colts. You know, I'm not sure why you have your deep guys move up like that. Then he's having to back up to get the ball instead of moving forward and catching it on the run. Lost all of his momentum. I think if he comes running up and catches that ball, John, that ball might be out around the 40-yard line. But here we go. Sims by himself in the backfield. I think we got an idea that we're going to be throwing the ball, and that's what he does. He's looking on the right side, fires complete, all the way up past the 40-yard line, out to the 45-yard line, and a first down and out of bounds to stop the clock with 42 seconds.
That was a well-designed play, Rick. Chris Sims drops back, has a receiver, a little route out towards the sidelines. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock, but nice gain. They move the chains as well.
Yeah, you go trips on the right side. You go 2 under, and you drop your outside man and run that sort of middle out route, and the guy's wide open in that soft coverage. Smith trips left. Now he's looking that way and covered fast, but he gets out of the tackle, and he's still loose. Unbelievable magician right there. Chris Smith, as he's able to get that ball out of bounds, he gets away from Cooper Lands and Blaine Smith and Rowan Briggs on the same play.
And I think he was in the grasp by at least 2 of those 3 defenders. Amazing how he, like you said, Houdini, he got out of the handcuffs right there on that play.
He absolutely does.
Looked like he was dead to rights for a sack for about a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, 33 seconds to go. The Colts still with 2 timeouts. Trips left. Sims looking over the plate. Going to get the call. Now he's getting a little bit of pressure, and he takes off up the middle, and he's going nowhere. And Logan McDermott, nice play there by the linebacker. And again, we talk about Logan had been a big-time special teams player. This time, all the injuries in the secondary, in the linebackers, they're trying to spy the quarterback this week. And McDermott gets his opportunity, and much like T.J. Jarrett last year, makes a good play when his number's called.
Yeah, if he did not make that tackle, Rick, Chris Sims had probably another 15, 20 yards of running room in front of him. And a big play right there. You know, Geyer's kind of in a little relaxed defense. They don't want a big play, nobody to get behind them. So there was plenty of running room ahead. And with 25 seconds left, Geyer leading this one 14-7 here at Globe Life Park. Exactly what we expected, Rick. Kind of a battle royale. 2 very well-coached teams, very athletic teams are battling it out here in Arlington.
Yeah, it's timeout there, as you see. Obviously now Sims ready to go again. Wildcats are set. 3rd down here in 10. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Now you're going to take and hand to Rogers, and he's got room, and he's off and running, John, and he's got a first down all the way out on the other side of the 50. 19 seconds to go, and they're going to run up there quickly to the line, try to save that last time out. Smith, and he spikes it. That'll stop it with 15 seconds. Good play there.
Hey, shout out to Kim Smith. She had 2 kids that went to Geyer. She's tuning in, found the broadcast. I think you just heard the score, but she's asking in the chat, and the score is 14-7. Geyer leading this one. 15 seconds left in the first half. Make sure you stay tuned. At halftime, we'll talk with both Knox Boyd and Eli Stowers and get stats from Quincy Horde.
And Chris Sims now, he's ready to go. Nice play there as he kept his last time out in the pocket. It still keeps the middle of the field available for him. 15 seconds to go. Sims going to take and drop straight back. He's got time. He's firing down the left side, and it is incomplete. Nice play up there by 22. Is that Peyton Bowen? Safety on there, made a nice play. Is 8 seconds to go still here in the first half.
It actually looked like the receiver turned into a defender there for a minute. It looked like Bowen was going to come up for a potential interception, and the receiver turned around and kind of knocked it down as well.
Looked like he might have been trying to run underneath him there and make that play, but good play either way. This more than likely, since you're all the way back out here at the 45, John, will be the last play of the first half. Let's see what Coach Peach can pull out of his pocket. They're going to run the quarterback sneak the quarterback keeper, and 3 seconds left. Is he going to get a timeout? Yep.
They have a chance for a long field goal. I don't know much about their kicker.
I watched the kicker before the game, John, and he's good from about 42. I think this is a little bit outside of his range, but that was a little bit of an interesting call there. Maybe if I'm not mistaken, they might have been outside of the range that coach or quarterback Sims could get the ball into the end zone, John. So maybe they were trying to get enough room where they could throw the ball alley-oop into the end zone, have a chance for a touchdown. Either way, it worked out good. You got 2 seconds left, and now you see why it was such a good play to save that last time out.
Alley-oop, Rick. It is basketball season, football season going on. A lot of good things happening. Are you a Mavs fan?
I am. I'm a Mavs fan, I guess, kind of. I'm not a huge basketball fan.
You kind of take basketball season off, don't you?
No, not really. I guess I'm a Mavs fan as much as I am anything. It's a home team. I was a Dirk fan for a while. I'm just not a huge NBA guy.
Yeah, me either. And it's hard to get excited around the college scene too, especially with the one and dones. I'm a Kentucky guy, and it's just hard.
I used to love college basketball, but it's kind of an afterthought to me.
Well, here we go. Last play of the first half.
Yeah, Sims is by himself in the backfield. You got Trips down here on this right side. It wouldn't surprise me to see him just try to hurl it into the end zone, and that's exactly what he's going to do. It's up, and it is intercepted. Nice play there by 17, Jaden Fugit, big, tall safety for the Wildcats as he goes up and grabs that ball. And that will end the first half, John, in interesting first half. Not unlike both coaches said it was going to be. We apologize for the technical difficulties early in the broadcast. We appreciate you guys sticking with us. I expect a really good second half, John. 14-7, Wildcat lead.
Yeah, Rick, at least we had some good music for the fans. We had some AC/DC, I think, piping in from a Bluetooth signal somewhere nearby. So, hey, thanks for hanging in, fans. We are going to now hear from both Knox Boyd, senior tackle for your Geyer Wildcats, and Eli Stowers as our special halftime segment, player profile. And then we'll come back live and hear from Quincy Horde. He'll recap the first half stats. So stay right there. Go refresh your beverage, get you a sandwich, and we'll be right back to bring you the second half here on the Geyer Football Radio Network.
On this special halftime segment, I'm joined by Knox Boyd, senior tackle for the Geyer Wildcats. Welcome, Knox. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, man. What a season it's been. What a really a career at Geyer High School. You play one of the premier positions, tackle, for an offense that's known to produce some great offensive linemen. What has it been like representing your community as a Geyer Wildcat?
It's been awesome for me, being a part of like the junior Wildcats and all that, and being able to have the name Denton Geyer on my jersey and stuff, and being able to go out and win these games for the community. It's really awesome because then I get to go out, and when I go see the rest of the state and all that, I get to wear that Geyer shirt with pride, and so everybody knows about it, and it's a really good feeling.
Well, hey, this past week versus Capel was the first time all season that you played a complete game with the entire starting offensive line. The chemistry was evident. You guys put out 400 yards of rushing. What can you say about the big boys up front that go to battle with you each and every snap?
I really love them. I love these guys. I love this group, and I think we kind of just bond off of being able to go kick somebody's butt, and we take a lot of good pride in that and being able to go out there and just physically dominate the other team. And it's been really fun this year with those guys.
Yeah, Coach Webb said in our pregame show that y'all just put your will on the other team, and it showed in the second half. Obviously, you just absolutely got it done, Knox. Hey, you had an offer from UNT. We were talking about that just a moment ago, as well as UNC Charlotte. Did Gabe Blair try and talk you into switching to UNT in the 11th hour, maybe a couple days ago before you officially signed?
No, he didn't. We never really talked about it. We just knew that there's a rivalry between us, and we were just excited about that.
Well, hey, Guyer's been known, like we mentioned, for the offensive linemen that are produced here. When you were coming up as a freshman, sophomore, was there a player, a starter on varsity that you modeled your style of play after?
As a freshman, when I got pulled up to be on varsity, I always kind of looked up to John Land when he played tackle, and I loved his motto and all that about just going out there and kicking their rear end and just doing whatever you have to do to get them on the ground, and that's how I rolled with my play style, and that's who I looked up to, really.
Yeah, Knox, you kind of have some similarities, just kind of a quiet giant, humble, and just go out there and go about your business. So, that says a lot about you. And obviously John Lands is now starting at TCU as a Horned Frog, older brother of Cooper Lands, the defensive end there for Guyer. Well, hey, Coach Webb brought in a new offensive scheme with him here to Guyer this season. What was the most difficult part of learning that new system?
I think the most difficult part was just reminding yourself to hurry up and get to the ball every time after every play. That was kind of the big issue with every O-lineman this year, is just having the stamina and just the will to go hurry up and get on the ball and get ready to go.
Well, hey, great season last year as a junior. You get all the way to the state championship game, and what a ride that was. What would it mean for you and this team to get back there again as a senior?
It would mean a ton, because I'm so mad that we lost it last year, and I'm just really biting at the bit to hurry up and get back to 18C so we can go actually win it this time and finish the fight.
Is it tough to focus on, each game leading up? Texas is unique, Knox, where you have, almost like a whole nother season in the postseason. Is it hard to stay focused just on the game at hand? You guys aren't looking ahead 3 or 4 games out, are you?
Well, from a coaching standpoint, possibly, but from players and stuff, I try to take it one game at a time, because that's mainly the most important, is just being able to get that one win so we can move on to the next.
Well, hey, you faced some adversity this season, being injured and not being able to play each and every week. Hey, being a great teammate, how did you contribute to the offense while you were out and couldn't suit up?
Well, we have some unexperienced guys, mainly that's first year on varsity and stuff. So as a senior who was a 2-year on varsity, I tried my best to be kind of the leader of the O-line and push those other guys and kind of help them out with different techniques and different plays and helping them out, kind of being a second coach,
Hey, offensive linemen get a lot of accolades in the film room for pancake blocks. And for the listeners out there that don't fully understand what a pancake block is, can you articulate that, describe it to the audience?
It's when you put the defensive player on their back and get on them, you flatten them out like a pancake.
Well, I have to ask you, how many of those have you had this season?
I've had quite a few, I think. I'm not 100% sure on the actual count, but I at least get a few of them every game.
So what is, when there is one of those pancake blocks, is the coaches in the film room, Talk to us about how they celebrate that. Is it usually just in the film sessions, or how are you awarded that pancake block, those accolades?
Well, around here, it's kind of expected, so we don't throw a big deal about it. It's just kind of expected to go out there and do that, really.
Yeah, again, being humble is the right approach, Knox.
Yes, sir. I mean, no. Actually, no, not at all. You got to kind of throw it in their face a little bit after you do it and all that, and it's a nasty game, and you have to be kind of nasty at sometimes.
Yeah, the big nasties. I like that. Hey, what's been your most memorable game here at Geyer in your career?
Definitely the second round last year against Cedar Hill when we came back from a 42-14, I think, deficit.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. That's something you'll never forget. And the lesson learned there is to never give up. I mean, a lot of people were leaving the stadium thinking, hey, this game's over. And, man, that was amazing. It was fun to be a part of that one for sure. Hey, a couple more questions here, Knox, and we'll let you get back to focus on the game. What will it take to win a state championship this season?
It's going to have to take some perseverance because we're going to have to play some pretty good teams this year to finish this off, and we're going to have to just stay focused. I think our main problem is just having to have the endurance to finish this season out and being able to stay on top of everything and staying concentrated and like the little things like drinking enough water and staying on top of nutrition and sleep and being able to outlast the opponent.
Well, Knox Boyd, left tackle for your Geyer Wildcats. Hey, another thing, congratulations on being named to the Academic All-State team. That's phenomenal. Thanks for joining us here on the Geyer Radio Network.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
We're pleased to be joined by senior quarterback Eli Stowers here on the Geyer Football Radio Network. How you doing, Eli?
I'm doing good.
And you've been part of this community, playing at Crownover Middle and now at Geyer. You multi-sport athlete, track, basketball, obviously football. And until your senior year, you focused on just the one thing. Hey, congratulations. Just this week, you signed your verbal commitment. You signed your letter of intent to play for Texas A&M. Man, what a feeling that must have been.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was a great feeling just to, be able to, every football player's dream is to, be able to, pursue their dream and of making it to the NFL. And, the one of the first steps of doing that is being able to play the sport in college. So being able to, sign to a school like A&M is a blessing from, God himself. So.
I know you're probably tired of talking about it because it was a story across the entire state, how your season ended last year. However, it's forever a part of your story. What would it mean to you to help your team get back to the state championship this season?
Yeah, obviously that was a tough situation that I had to go through, and like you said, it kind of just shapes. It's a part of me now, and it shaped how I am today. And I can't honestly, I thank God for it. It's helped me in ways that some people don't see. So, but and it just adds to the hunger for me and my team to get back there. Because when you put all that work in and then get to the state championship and have something like that happen to you, it's definitely disappointing. And so, we've been working our tails off, and we're real hungry to get back to that state championship and bring one home. So,
yeah, it was a somber moment when Rick Threlka and I were up in the booth, and we knew immediately that you were not coming back in that game. We didn't know how severe it was, but it obviously changed the landscape of that game, and everybody's playing what could have been in their minds, but that's part of the game. And here you are back, and very grateful to be back. And I know the fans are excited to see you play. But the previous two seasons, you were really connected at the hip with Cadrick Cobbs. Now BJ Phillips has stepped into that role this year and done a fantastic job running the ball. How has that opened things up for you in this offense, having BJ back there?
Yeah, BJ he's a big kid that and he runs the ball hard, and he's a real fast kid too for his size, and so it's real hard to, defenses get to the point where, BJ runs the ball so much and they're done tackling him because, he's such a physical kid and physically well built, and he's just, and obviously he would say himself how good our O-line is this year. It makes it easier for him and I to, run behind him, me to sit back there and throw behind him. So, but yeah, BJ, he's been doing a great job, filling in that role that Kadrick, filling in that for that example that Kadrick set in his time here. And, BJ stepped into that role and he's done a great job this year. So.
Hey, do you recall when you first met Coach Webb? Was there a lot to learn in this new offense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say the hardest part about this year and getting a new head coach is, what happened with the whole COVID situation because we didn't have spring ball. And then, basically we just had to learn everything in the summer. Like it was the summer and then, the short amount of time that they give us for fall camp. So, it was tough going from being in the system that I've been in since 7th grade. When Coach Walsh was here that whole time, and then getting into my senior year and now having to learn to do new offense. But it took some time, but I think we started to learn and get it down pretty well, and it's starting to come together at the right time. So obviously we still have some stuff to work on, and we're never going to be perfect. We always get better, but it's definitely a lot better than it was at the beginning of the year. So I'm just excited to see what we can do.
Well, Eli, you've been public with your faith, which is tough for a young man, especially in your position. Your faith led you to your decision. We talked last year to your commitment to A&M, and during your recovery from your injury, you now have a platform through athletics to impact other kids and coaches off the field. How important is that to you moving forward?
Yeah, that's the most important thing in my life, and it always has been and always will be my faith in God and Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's really the whole reason. Everybody has their why. Why they play the sport, why they love the sport, and that's been my why since day one, is being able to use the talents that God's given me to promote and spread His glory, spread His gospel. So if that's God's plan for me to, go out and be able to impact some people and hopefully allow, plant the seed and allow Him to work in people, through me. It's just a blessing to, play the sport I love and then, be able to use the sport that I love to promote the thing that's most important, and, allowing people, to be saved and experience the love of Jesus Christ. So.
And that's special. And that's one reason we have this platform. If we impact one kid out there, one family, one coach that just heard that, then that makes it all worthwhile. But hey, you plan on enrolling as soon as the season's over in January with your teammate, longtime friend Deuce Harmon at A&M. How excited are you to play in College Station for legendary coach Jimbo Fisher?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. Like I said earlier, it's all a blessing from God. All comes back around to God's blessing for me and His plan for me. It's just I can't thank Him enough for allowing me to be able to pursue my dream at the next level, especially for a coach like Coach Fisher. Where he has a long history of putting quarterbacks into the league, and he's a very smart coach, and he's obviously starting to put the program together as they're ranked number 5. Looking at the college football playoff, trying to get into it. Pretty close to getting into it. So, and then being able to go down there with a childhood friend that I've known since like 3rd grade with Deuce, and that's another blessing in itself. So I can't wait to be able to go down there in January and be at the school of my dreams, but. As of right now, I got to focus on, what's important right now, and that's trying to win a state championship. But I am very excited to be able to, go and be an Aggie. So.
Well, Eli, everybody listening right now knows you're the team leader, quarterback of the Gower Wildcats. What's one thing that they may not know about you that you can share about Eli Stowers?
I'd say one of the I wouldn't say weird because there's a lot of people that like this stuff. But I watch. I said it earlier when we were with y'all. I can't remember. I think we talked about it, me and Kasia. But I love anime. I watch a different anime shows, and right now I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. If anybody is an anime fan out there, they probably know what that is. But so I do that, and then I wear pajamas everywhere I go. I'm not really sure why that is. I just like pajama pants. They're comfortable, easy to wear. Match with everything. So, but besides that, there's not much else. We have some people might not know my dogs. I got a dog named Gypsy. She's a dachshund, and then we just got a dog named Millie. She's a Welsh Corgi. So, any other fun facts, I'm not sure. But, those are just the ones off the top of my head. So.
Hey, I've got to ask you, we've just got to know Coach Webb this season, obviously a very successful head coach here in Texas, and seems to be a stout disciplinarian. Has he got on you at all for wearing pajamas around town or in the field house?
No, not on campus or not in school. Not even just wearing them in the field house, but he is kind of he kind of disciplines us when we try to wear them to practice. That's something that we could do sometimes with Walsh's. We would go out there and wear pajamas to practice, but with Coach Webb, that's not something that we sometimes we can wear sweatpants when it's real cold. We still have to have our pads underneath if it's a full pads day. But just in school and while we're in the field house, he just lets me be me and wear my pajamas wherever. So.
Well, hey, you have some unfinished business, and I know how important and gratifying it would be to play in another state championship game. What will it take from you and your teammates to get back to AT&T Stadium? It's just across the parking lot of where we're playing today. What would it mean to you?
Yeah, what we have to do is, we got to keep building the chemistry, that we've been building throughout this whole season, and keep executing at the things that, at the little things, and then in both of our systems, the offense and defense, it's all execution based. We got to, if we go out there and execute to perfection, and there's nobody that can stop us, and there's nobody that can move the ball on us defensively. But when we go out there and bus plays and bus coverages, stuff like that, that's when disaster starts to happen. So if we can go out there and know the offense like the back of our hand, and be able to go out there and execute, or in the defense too, be able to go out there and execute to perfection, then I'm not sure if there's anybody in the state that can really stop us. All season that's been the narrative. When we go out there and we make mistakes ourselves, we're the only people that can beat us. When we go out there and make mistakes, that's when we beat ourselves. So, and then what it means to me, it's just, obviously, being getting to that state championship last year and then getting hurt and having that stripped from me. It's just being if we were able to get back to that state championship and win it, it would just mean the world to me. So.
Well, Eli, you've got the right mindset. I can tell you believe not only in yourself but in this team, and that's really the X factor. That's what it takes. A lot of teams they get down on themselves if they get behind, and I've talked to some other players about that. Cedar Hill game last year, y'all just kept believing in yourself and didn't give up, and that's what it takes to go deep into the playoffs and to win a state title. Well, hey, last question. I know you plan on obviously having a great career at Texas A&M, and then I know your dream is to play in the NFL. But what would Eli Stowers like to do when your playing days are over?
Ooh, man, that's a tough question. I get that question a lot, and I still don't know the answer to it. But, it's because I don't even know what I'm going to study in college yet. So, that's something that I pray about to this day, is, what for God to place an interest on my heart, and then, wherever, occupation I want to be at when I get older, and, you know, if you know, fortunately make to the NFL after but just after football in general.
Perhaps
you know,
perhaps a
my
career
heart.
in coaching. I know your dad was a long-time
yeah.
coach. Have you thought about coaching and how you could impact kids?
Right. Yeah. I've thought about it. You know, it definitely is something that, you know, interests me, just to be able to be around the sport again, you know, after playing. But, you know, that's, you know, like I said, I'm just really not sure what I want to do yet, but that's definitely something that, you know, I would consider. So.
Well, Eli Stowers, hey, thanks for joining us here on the Gyre Football Radio Network, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Lisa Morris and Shannon Piper with the Cloud Realty team have been serving the DFW area for over 15 years. They specialize in residential buying, residential selling, and work with investors all over the Metroplex. Call them today at 469-300-1109 or go to txcloudrealty.com and check out their 5-star reviews. Contact Lisa and Shannon today to find your next dream home.
The law office of Kimberly N. Shanklin voted the best criminal law office in Denton County 6 years in a row. She and her team are focused on family law and select criminal cases. As a proud Wildcat herself, she will offer any member of the Gyre community a free initial consultation. Kimberly's primary objective is to deliver outstanding results for each of her clients in the most cost-effective manner possible. For more information and to schedule a consultation, visit shanklinlawfirm.com or call her office at 940-382-8216. Marty, I've always enjoyed the range of menu items, whether you want to go in there for just an appetizer or a full entree. Talk to us a little bit about the selection there at Marty B's.
Yeah, thank you, John. The menu was uniquely crafted with a couple things in mind, and one thing I'm most proud of is that all of our meats are hormone-free, antibiotic-free, humanely raised, and fed an all-natural diet. So it truly makes a difference in the quality and of the flavor of the food. For example, we're primarily barbecue is what we serve the largest amount of, and so all of our Tex-Mex options have smoked meats that we use to prepare those items. And then we have one of the best hamburgers you'll ever put your mouth around. All of our beef comes from 44 Farms down in Cameron, Texas. We cut our New York strip, our filet, and our ribeye in-house. And then all of the trimmings from that we fresh ground into our hamburger patty. And then we have our buns fresh baked from a bakery down in Houston. Unbelievable burger. And then, of course, the steaks speak for themselves, some of the best steaks you'll ever eat. So our menu is wide in range, but narrow in that it's just super focused on quality. So come out and enjoy salads, steaks, tacos, burgers. We have it all.
Marty, anytime we have friends or family come in from out of town, we always take them to Marty B's place because it's such a great Texas experience, and everybody just loves it. So check them out at martybsplace.com, and we'll see you there. Take care, fans. BudBartleyHomes.com is one of the area's finest home builders, locally owned and operated for over 30 years. 3 new neighborhoods to choose from: Sunset Point, a 1/3 to half-acre Lakeview lots, only a 3 to 4 minute walk to Lake Grapevine's Twin Coves Marina. Watch the Gaylord Texans summertime fireworks show from your brand new home. Low-maintenance single-story homes in Highland Village from the upper 400s, and 2-acre lots are available in Copper Canyon. BudBartleyHomes.com, they can build on your lot or theirs. Bud Bartley Homes has built homes for many of the area's top realtors and other industry professionals. We are confident the team at Bud Bartley will exceed your expectations. Take it from me, John Piper. They built my home over 15 years ago. The excitement is building at BudBartleyHomes.com.
All right, and welcome back. Long half times, John, at the playoffs. Both bands play. We have to get used to that again. So welcome back, our audience. We are live back here again at Globe Life Park. Rick Thrillkill, my partner, John Piper. John, let's
welcome everybody.
Let's cut this thing over to Quincy Horde Bring us up to speed on the stats from the first half. Quincy, what you got?
Well, here at Globe Life Park in the second round of the Texas High School Football 6A state playoffs, you have your Gower Wildcats up 14-7 on the Arlington Colts. Arlington with 10 first downs, 212 total yards, 37 passing yards, 175 rushing yards, 4 penalties for 41 yards, and 2 turnovers. Denton Guyer with 15 first downs, 243 total yards, 81 of those being passing, 162 rushing yards, only 1 penalty for 5 yards today, and no turnovers for the Wildcats, Rick.
Yeah, so there you see, clean game for Guyer, and that's, John, that's the difference, I think, right now.
Well, hey, Quincy, thank you. He's been with us all season long, doing a great job. He's a student at the University of North Texas and wants to pursue broadcasting and journalism in the future, and he's doing a fine job, Rick. We're glad to have him today. Guyer comes back out. What do you think the message was from Coach Webb? It's a tight game. It's just a one-score differential, Rick. Guyer seems to be in control, but boom, a quick score from Arlington, and we're back knotted up at 14.
Yeah, and I think if I'm Coach Webb, I'm going to halftime, and I'm trying to stay a little bit calm and not get kind of too crazy. Everything seems to be going pretty well for you. I mean, I would concentrate on maintaining ball control on the offensive side and stick the ball in the end zone. Defense is playing pretty good. Like you said, this Arlington team has got some playmakers. So, you're not going to be able to completely shut them down. Defense is really doing a pretty good job. I would say stay even keel. Let's take this thing out. This is a big drive, right? If you go ahead and put this thing in the end zone, you have something you haven't had all day. It's 2-touchdown lead, a little bit of breathing room.
Well, Guyer is just 2 quarters away, 24 minutes from advancing. 57 degrees here in Arlington. The sun is starting to drop below. It's very shady here at the field level surface, and wind is not a factor at all, and should be a great second half of action.
Yeah, sure, I believe it will be. All right, get the picture, guys. Arlington again in all green. They're going to kick off left to right on your radio dial. Guyer, first time all year in the white jerseys with the gray pants and the silver helmets. I think that is a really good look, sweet look right there for the Wildcats, and they are set to receive. And toe meets leather, and here we go. And that's a pooch kick. And this is being fielded by the Wildcats at about the 9-yard line. And up the middle of the field we go. And almost to the 25 goes 34 Bryson Riggs. And that's where the Wildcats will take over, John. 1st and 10.
Nice work by the Arlington Colts. Just textbook kickoff coverage. They sealed it up. Nowhere to really run. And the Wildcats will take over. They plan on going fast again, Rick. I don't think Coach Webb will move from that script. They'll go quick, and they'll go fast.
Yeah, and here they go. They got wide set out to the left. Stowers going to put the running back in motion and keep it on the left side, on the quarterback keep, and he's going to gain about let's wait for the down marker to go. We really are at a tough angle when it's all the way on the other side of the field. It's a gain of 4, John. Be 2nd down and 6. Tackle over there by Bragg for the Colts. Now Stowers going to try and throw outside. Swing pass to Tyan Aldridge out of the backfield. The gain on that play is short, about 4, just short of a 1st down, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down and a long 1, John.
Well, Rick, we've got a moose sighting. Rob Landstedt, I think, is tuned in, also known as the Moose from Canada. He's a Gower Wildcat fan. He's tuning in probably from the comfort of his own home.
Can't be because of that big old barrel chest either, right? All right, stack formation, handoff inside, and B.J. Phillips pounds forward. He's still running hard. That'll be a 1st down. Gain on the play of about 2.5, but it will be enough. A little bit of a shocker. I mean, I think maybe not so much that Clemson is ahead here, but halftime score from the ACC championship game. Clemson leads Notre Dame, John, 24-3.
Wow.
You had the final from the Big Ten championship game this morning. Ohio State was a winner, 22-10, but really not an overly impressive formation. Not an overly impressive performance from the Buckeyes. Justin Fields turned the ball over 3 times.
Yeah, no need to change your radio dial or even switch to ESPN. We're going to bring you all sports all the time right here Rick Threlkill, we got about 6 TVs going here in the background.
Yeah, we got Twins on the right side. Stowers looks at the side, this time taking his time. Going to take the snap and run the quarterback draw. Not a whole lot of room, but he does escape outside with a nice move. Nice stiff arm, John, as he pushed the defender down and look up, and he got a first down there. That was very surprising. It looked like that was going to go nowhere. And Stowers gets the first down. Now they go right back to the line. Stack formation on the left. Stowers going to take and hand again up the middle. And this time, Phillips takes a huge lick. Number 7, Malachi Kilo over there on that big hit.
Yeah, great penetration. He took an angle from that left. He's playing like a left end. He's not quite as big as Cooper Lands, but nice penetration and big-time tackle right there from the Arlington Colts.
Yeah, now Stowers again hands it straight up the middle, and Phillips is going nowhere again. That time he lost a half a yard, John. It'll be 3rd down and 9, and, when you get the RPO action and they're giving you a simple look like we're getting now, I mean, you're getting run after run after run after run. I think Geyer has only thrown the ball about 5 or 6 times today. I'm not.
Yeah, they haven't had to, Rick. Coach Webb's betting on that offensive line. They're all healthy today. We heard from Knox Boyd at the half, and they're going to go back again.
Yeah, going in motion, and Stowers now going to roll right, though, and he's trying to throw, and it is incomplete. Tried to throw over there to Stovall on a little shovel route, but I don't think he was even going to make the first down anyway, John. That play did not look good. As we roll it out, there's about 3 or 4 receivers in the same spot. Nobody was open.
Well, Geyer ends the half with the momentum, but right now momentum has switched back to Arlington. They come out here with a 3 and out, and sending a message to your Geyer Wildcats.
Yeah. We're going to punt, and this one's fair caught there at about the 27-yard line. Nice job there by the Arlington defensive back as he went up there and caught that ball. Yeah, Quincy just hollered in my ear, John. It's only 7 attempts so far for the Wildcats. And it has been successful, but somewhat deceiving as this game is really unfolding, I think, the way that the Arlington coaching staff would like. I mean, Geyer is ahead here, but I certainly would not say that they've controlled the game. And we were able to punch it through there and score, which made a difference there before the half. 14-7, 9 minutes and 1 second to go here as the Colts get their first possession of the half, and they'll start with Smith and Rogers in the backfield. Smith's going to take and hand inside to BJ, and he's breaking out on the left side. Gain on that play looks to be about 5. He's 2nd down and 5. Nice little first down play there, tackled by 22 Peyton Bowen.
Yeah, Coach Peach has gone to B.J. Rogers all season long, and we're going to expect to get more of that. And the Geyer defense is just going to have to figure out a way to slow him down if they're going to win this ball game.
Yeah, another update from today. Oklahoma held on for a victory in the Big 12 championship game, 27-21 over Iowa State. Rogers right up the middle, and he is bursting through for a gain of about 10. That'll be a first down all the way out to the 40-yard line, John. And 27-21, they had a 17-point lead, did the Sooners, but they did hold on for a win.
Hey, Jerry Nelson from Brownwood, Texas is tuning in. Brownwood, a great football town, and thanks for tuning in, Jerry. We appreciate it.
Home of former coach John Walsh and his family, several coaching families from the Wildcats. Smith, first down now with Rogers by his side. We get movement in the backfield, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Colts, and that is not what they need right there. The movement penalty going to knock them back, and it'll be 1st and 15. Update from West Point as the Army has scored to go ahead 10-7. John, that's for the Commander-in-Chief's trophy there. The winner of that game is going to take the Commander-in-Chief's trophy this year, 10-7 Army over Air Force.
And they're playing on campus, right?
They're playing on campus.
Yeah.
There's a handoff inside, B.J. Rogers, and he's spinning, and boy, he was thrown down hard there. Gain on the play, maybe 3. That'll be 2nd down and 12.
Hey, fans, if you're tuning in right now, just from your phone, text the word football, if you haven't already done so, to 214-416-9771 to be a part of our community so we can send you links to the show, breaking news, all kinds of stuff, all playoff season long.
Second down and 12 here. Sims really taking his time, looking to the sidelines, going to change the play. Moves Rogers to the side. Now he's going to take the snap and hand again inside to BJ. Not really anywhere to go. Gain maybe another 2 yards, John. It's going to bring up third down and 10. The Wildcats got to love that.
Our defense is doing a great job winning their assignment. That's something they kind of established last year. WTA, I think they call it, win the assignment. And everybody staying home, nowhere to go for Arlington. And that 3-4 defense is holding up well here this Saturday afternoon in Globe Life Park.
All right, here we go. Big third down here. Smith going to take the snap. He's going to roll slightly to his right and fire. He's got a wide open receiver, and what a catch. That's a first down. Nice catch there. A little bit underthrown, but caught over there by number 3. That's Leslie Odemara, and big gain for the Colts.
Yeah, fans, if you're just now tuning in, we are sitting what was behind home plate here at the ballpark, probably 40 yards into the west end zone, so it's hard to see all the action, but we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, Smith hands to Rogers. Little bitty hole there. Looked like he was going to be successful, and somebody submarined, and we got more extracurricular activity going on there. One of the big offensive linemen for Arlington is not in a hurry to get his knee out of somebody's chest.
I believe that's Braden Vallejo. Yes. He'll go up with the best of them. There's no back down in Vallejo, the middle linebacker.
Those O linemen love to do that, though. They lay on you, put a knee on you, and then hold their hands up like they're not doing anything wrong. But he ain't in a hurry to move. Now Smith moves Rogers to the left side, and he's dropping straight back. Going to fire out here on the left side. And, oh, my goodness, that is dropped right through the hands of number 10. That's Joel Murray, and he is wide open and just dropped it.
Yeah, Rick, when I was visiting with Knox Boyd at halftime, I asked him about the pancake blocks, and I said, you're a humble guy. He goes, no, sir, when I get a pancake block, you got to kind of show a little emotion and let people know what you did.
Yeah. Well, another third down and long here for Arlington. Let's see what they can do this time. Smith got motion. He's going to give on the jet sweep, and this time Geyer just eats that play up. Marquand Pope up from his safety. Again, 47 Etheridge in there in the backfield, and those two just shut that thing down. We may have lost a yard. Be fourth down and 7. No movement from the punting team from the sidelines, though, so I think Coach Peach has made his mind up, John. He's going for this.
There were 4 or 5 Geyer defenders in pursuit there. Absolutely nowhere to go. Great defensive stand right here. Impressive stand by the Geyer Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm not sure I really agree with this decision right here. You punt this ball down there, and it's only a one-score game. They're going to run the quarterback draw, and it is going to be close. And I think he might be short, though. Let's see where they mark it.
Well, the Wildcats, it's hard for us to see because we are not at midfield, but the Geyer coaching staff was not happy with the spot.
The offense is coming out onto the field, though, to prepare. They're gonna measure this. It is almost impossible from this 45-degree angle behind the play for us to really even make a suggestion on this. But Geyer's offense is sort of in the little huddle position when it looks like a change of possession, but nobody's really jumping up and down.
Yeah, there is a measurement. This is big. This is a big call here with 4:45 left in the third quarter. Geyer maintaining a 14-7 lead. This could be one of the plays of the game right here, depending on if Arlington maintains possession.
Yeah, I think he got it. Nope. Inches short.
Big play,
Goodness
a lot
gracious.
of celebration from the Wildcats.
That thing could not have been more than 2 or 3 inches short. Yeah, number 8, Logan McDermott, came up and made that tackle, shoestring tackle, too. And I thought Rogers was going to sneak through there. I just couldn't believe it. But big play there defensively for the Wildcats.
And that gives the Wildcats a spark.
And they get the ball at the 33-yard line, too. I just think that was a mistake from Arlington. You're only down 1 score in the third quarter. Stack on that right side. Now Stowers looking to the sidelines. Going to get a play change. And he's going to turn and hand straight inside. This time, ball is loose, and it is going to be a turnover. That is a big fumble right there from Tyne Aldridge as he took a huge hit as he bounced off of a defender. Looked like he was spinning to make a good run, and he just took a huge lick. And the ball squirted out, and Arlington will take over.
Yeah, we're watching this on the Jumbotron up there. Yeah,
23.
going for that extra yardage and a good hit, the shoulder pad into the football.
23, Richard Toney just stuck this helmet and shoulder pad right on the ball. 20, Dario Conley gets the recovery for the Colts, and they're right back in business, John, at the 49-yard line. So let's see how things go here. Momentum seems to be swinging back and forth here in the third period. And Smith got Rogers to his left, fakes, looks. They're going to try to strike quickly, and he's got a receiver wide open and running, and he will score. Touchdown right down the middle of the field. That is 14 Eli Lemons. 49-yard touchdown from Chris Smith, and it's a brand-new ball game, John.
Yeah, we haven't, we're spread out with 40,000 seats here at Globe Life Park. We haven't heard much from the crowd because it is such a big venue. But both that fumble recovery and that touchdown right there has sparked the entire seating section below us for the Arlington Colts, and momentum has definitely swung in their direction.
Yeah, absolutely, John. And it's so often you see that. That's an excellent job of coaching by Coach Peach and his offensive coordinators. The kick is up, and it's good. 4 minutes and 33 seconds here to go, John. We're gonna kick to our sponsor really quickly, but when we come back live, we'll talk about that play. It's something you see a lot of times in football. Back in a second.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Lisa Morris and Shannon Piper with the Cloud Realty team have been serving the DFW area for over 15 years. They specialize in residential buying, residential selling, and work with investors all over the Metroplex. Call them today at 469-300-1109 or go to txcloudrealty.com and check out their 5-star reviews. Contact Lisa and Shannon today to find your next dream home.
Yeah, we're back live now, and as I was saying here, as Arlington's set to kick off, and we get the kick there. This one is kind of pooched, ugly down the middle of the field, and Geyer's going to take that and going to try to get it back out over the 35, 38, all the way out over the 40-yard line. Is 20 Tyne Aldridge is trying to make amends for that fumble, gives Geyer some pretty good field position. But we say that, John, a lot of times. Good aggressive offensive coordinator, you get a turnover, especially in plus territory, and what are you going to do? You're going to go for the big one, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, Coach Peach mentioned last week the difference really in the win over Jesuit was 3 turnovers to none, 3 takeaways to none. And right now, I think Arlington's winning the turnover battle right now.
Might be. Stowers going to take it, throw the slant. Oh, my goodness. He threw that ball right into the hands of 7 Malachi Kilo, and he dropped it. And I'll tell you that. He jumped that slant route, and you could see he jumped it. He saw it coming right away from his linebacker spot, and Stowers got a break there, and the whole Geyer team did. Now going to take and hand up the middle. B.J. Phillips, he's going to gain about 1.5 yards, and that is it. And this is a big third down right here, John. We need to convert here from the Wildcats.
Yeah, we heard from Eli Stowers. I mean, he's got a lot to prove. He's passionate, very confident. We heard in that halftime interview, Rick. He has no problem putting his team on his back, whether he's running the ball or making passes. But now's the time for that senior quarterback to really show his leadership and make some things happen.
Yeah, that time Geyer gets in that little sugar huddle. You see it put him in motion. Got a fake, going to try to throw back again on the left side. Aldridge on the screen. They sniffed it out pretty well. Oh, wow. 23, Toney just dropped another bomb on Tyne Aldridge. John, that is one of the biggest hits we've seen all year.
Yeah, we're watching the replay right here. Set up well, nice screen pass. And then I believe that hit, going to leave him short. If it wasn't for that just amazing tackle, he might have stumbled for the first down, but it's going to leave him about 3 yards short.
4th and 3, and again, I
Geyer's
just
coming out with this Wolverine huddle here at midfield, may try to draw him off sides, and they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this play at all. I'm just when you're the I think the superior team physically, which Geyer I believe is, especially up front on the offensive line, and your defense is actually playing pretty well. You just give one big play, but I don't know if I would go for this. I mean, you're not talking about 4th and 1 here, John. You're talking about 4th down and probably 3.5 yards.
Yeah, fans, if you are just now tuning in or came across our broadcast, it's knotted up 14-all, 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Geyer looks like they're going to go for it here. 4th and 3 from right at midfield, just
got
across
a timeout.
midfield.
Maybe they're thinking about this thing, John. And
they may try to draw them off sides. They're good at that, but, Arlington's going to be expecting that,
I'd be surprised if they were able to do that. They're in that long line, and Arlington's going to put everybody in the box. Let's see what happens. Stowers now moves everybody again. I think, nope, they're going to run the play, run the toss sweep, and does he get it? Yeah, he does. Well, he only got it by a yard or so. I think if that's me, I better have a play, John, that I just absolutely feel good about. They did get away with that. First down, Wildcats.
Well, they had the big boy package in there. Cooper Lambs was in there as well. A lot of movement, probably 2 or 3 different sets before they snapped the ball, and it did work.
Yeah, motion, and Stowers going to run the quarterback draw, and he's got a little bit of room. He's going to stick it up there for a gain of about 7-8 yards, down to about the 37-yard line. Wildcats right back to the line. Actually, this time now they're going to break that and get in that huddle again. Stack formation on the right. Phillips in motion. Going to run the fake to end around, and he's got Riggs open, and it is a touchdown through the hands of the Arlington defender, and Riggs catches it, turning sideways into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Wildcats.
It looked like it was going to be intercepted at the goal line. The Arlington defender tips it right into the hands of number 34. And, they say the ball's not round. It doesn't always bounce right, but it bounced right that time.
Yeah, for the Wildcats it did. And I'll tell you what, that's a one that, as the extra point is up and good, that's one that Stowers, I'm sure when that ball was in the air, he was wanting that thing back. It hung up in the air a little bit on him. And the results, I guess, better than we could have hoped for.
Yeah, hey, we got us a ball game. This is all you can hope for as a fan, and at the end of the day, we're all fans up here. Of course, we want to see Geyer with the W, but we're seeing a good one materialize right before our eyes here at Globe Life Park.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the third quarter, John, and let's see what happens from that Arlington Colt team. Let's see if they just then come back, put that thing behind them. Just keep playing football, chugging along. Let's see if they learn from that. There's a little bit of mistake there fielding those kickoffs. If you stay a little bit deep and catch the ball moving forward, I think you have a little bit more success. Looks like they are. It backed up now to inside the 15-yard line. Again, Geyer with that special look with the 2 kickers. Mayfield going to kick it again. And drifting back again is the defender, the Colt defender. And he's up the middle, though, and break it free. And he's out on the right side and all the way up to the 43-yard line. And, John, I keep thinking to myself, if he catches that ball moving forward, just a whole different story. Little Tarleton's a really
Rick, are you surprised we haven't seen a few more onside kicks this year?
I think the onside kick specialist for the Wildcats might have graduated. All right. The Colts on the field again. Rogers and Smith in the backfield. Got twins on the left side. Geyer crowding the box a little bit. Motion, take, and hand inside 6. Rogers, and he's off and running. And he will score. Untouched, right up the middle. 60 yards, B.J. Rogers, and he was off to the races. 3 steps into the play, John.
Well, Rick, that's 2 big plays in a span of about just a few short minutes from Arlington. You know, the big pass play on the previous possession, and then that big play by B.J. Rogers. Wow, it's been a momentum pendulum back and forth, and now Arlington, a chance to tie this one up with 1:45 left. Wow, they're just trading blows, Guyer and Arlington.
Yeah, that time Arlington puts all those men in the box there, and if you do that, if you miss anybody, you have nobody back deep. I mean, I was sort of a weird formation defensively from Guyer, almost like a goal line defense, as they just walked all 3 of their safeties up in the box. No one was deeper than about 5-6 yards, John. All right, here we're set for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Into the 1:55 to go, John. What was once a sleepy game has gotten excited in a hurry. It's already we've scored as many points in the first 8 minutes of the second half as we did the entire first half as this.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more offense, and both teams look to be in great physical condition. Arlington did not play a full season. They missed a couple games due to COVID. Coach Kyle Keese always has the Guyer Wildcats in great physical condition. It's a nice, cool, crisp afternoon. So I don't think conditioning is going to play a role in this at all, even with this fast pace.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be so far. There's only been one really long, sustained drive. The Wildcats had one in the first half where you did really see the Colts defensive front and linebackers get a little bit worn out. But really, the defenses have played pretty good for the most part. There have just been a couple of those big plays that has played Guyer all year, though. And they've got a pooch kick here, and we're going to come up and field the ball at the 30. And Aldridge he's still running out on that right side. And I think I saw a flag go down, John, but Aldridge gets up to about the 40. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be a block in the back on the offensive side. It almost always is on the return team. Let's get the call.
You know, Arlington playing much better than their record. We talked pregame, a 5-5 record, but they've lost some close battles to some really good teams. And Coach Webb mentioned it in his pregame show, Rick. A very talented team. It's going to take everything that Guyer has to win this ball game, and so far that's showing true.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to mark it back down, I think, John, around the 29-yard line. Again, like I said, it's very difficult from this angle to see. Looks like B.J. Phillips back in at running back. Stowers going to take and going to hand to Phillips, and he pounds up the middle. Picked up about 4. Brought down over there by, check that number, 34. Yeah, Higgins, linebacker on the tackle there for Arlington. Stowers quickly again, going to hand. Phillips going to bounce this thing outside, and boy, there's not really anywhere to run there. John, he's brought down over there. Higgins again on the play, and maybe a loss on that one, John, of a half yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 7.
You mentioned earlier, Quincy, only 7 or 8 passing attempts. I'll hold that for this next play.
Yeah, now Stowers looks over to the sidelines. It looked to me as Coach Webb's going to change the play, move everybody from the right side to the left side in that stack. Stowers, take, and fake, and he had a receiver over the middle, and he couldn't get to him. But what a play. Another one of those Houdini plays from these quarterbacks, and both of them are making excellent plays as Stowers spins out of the grasp of 2 defenders, and he was able to get up for a 1st down.
Yeah, about 4 spin moves there.
Yeah, he's going to take and fake and try to run the same play, and this time he's not going to be able to get away. And they're trying to sneak that tight end across the middle of the field. And, again, Stovall was open early, but he had people in his face and couldn't throw the ball.
Yeah, I think picking up on that comment, I think Stowers only has about 8 passing attempts, and one of those reasons, Grayson O'Bear is still out today with a hamstring injury, and hope he'll be back next week and open up that offense up top.
Yeah, let's go inside handoff to Phillips. He pounds up forward. Gain on that play, maybe 2 or 3 yards, John. That's going to be 3rd down, and let's call it 4.
And that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that one went fast there the last few minutes of that half. Just ran away from us as Geyer is really committed to the run today. With that, we'll turn this to our sponsors, and we'll be back just a minute.
BudBartleyHomes.com is one of the area's finest home builders, locally owned and operated for over 30 years. 3 new neighborhoods to choose from: Sunset Point, a 1/3 to half-acre Lakeview lots, only a 3 to 4 minute walk to Lake Grapevine's Twin Coves Marina. Watch the Gaylord Texans summertime fireworks show from your brand new home. Low-maintenance single-story homes in Highland Village from the upper 400s, and 2-acre lots are available in Copper Canyon. BudBartleyHomes.com, they can build on your lot or theirs. Bud Bartley Homes has built homes for many of the area's top realtors and other industry professionals. We are confident the team at Bud Bartley will exceed your expectations. Take it from me, John Piper. They built my home over 15 years ago.
All right.
The excitement is building.
All right, as we get it out here quickly to start the 4th quarter, B.J. Phillips in a hole on the left side, and he's off and running and down inside the 35-yard line. Big gain there of about 13 yards and a 1st down. Nice move as he got away from a defender at the line of scrimmage and then just off and loping with those big, long strides. Now he's going to run right again up the middle. Phillips pounds forward another 5 yards as the Wildcats are going fast again. Right back set, stacked. This time, 2 tight ends in the game. Stowers in the Cowboy, going to hand up to Phillips. The time he sort of hesitates, stretches forward. It's going to be right at the sticks.
Rick, no secret. At this point in the game, Coach Webb is just relying on that big offensive line, B.J. Phillips, Eli Stowers, Ty Aldridge to do it with their legs. I don't expect many more pass plays, but he'll probably draw something up here.
Maybe 3rd and 1 this time. Both backs going to hand on the left side. Ty Aldridge, he's got a big 1st down, and he's running free inside the 10. Great play there by Ty Aldridge as he's patient and waits for the big block from his buddy in the backfield, B.J. Phillips. And then he shoots forward down all the way inside the 10-yard line. They're going to go fast again. Same play. Again, Aldridge patient, spinning inside the 5. Nice play and nice block there. 46, Rivera, as he blow a hole open on the sideline there for the guy running back, Ty Aldridge, to get all the way down to the 3. Right back. Same set. This time, right side, Phillips, and he is pushing, shoving, touchdown. That is B.J. Phillips' 3rd touchdown of the day, and the big back stuck his nose in there, moved the pile. 10 minutes, 27 seconds to go here, John, and the Wildcats have scored again.
Great job up front. We're about 150 yards from the line of scrimmage. And a great job. The entire left side of that offensive line just kept pounding. He was short, but they pushed him from behind to get him past the plane and touchdown Geyer.
Yeah, snap good, hold good, kick good. And it's 28-21, John, here in this game. And it's almost like, all right, I just gave you my best. Now let's see what you can do.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming a heavyweight boxing match. We're in about the 12th round. Neither one will go down. They get knocked down. They get back up. Will Geyer come with a knockout punch right here? Maybe a big defensive play. A turnover would be critical to help secure a Geyer victory here this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if Coach Peach will keep the ball in B.J. Rogers' hands. You know, I didn't think that he touched the ball enough in the first half, and I'm sure that Coach Peach will like to do that to get his playmaker the ball. Here you got 10 minutes, 27 seconds to go. The way these two teams are controlling the ball right now, you may have 2 more possessions. All right, Geyer set to kick. You're going to see some sort of squib kick, I think, here. You got a really different formation than you do. Little squig, ugly kick straight on the left side. They're going to just carry it right back up. You got number 1 He tries to get up on the left side to the 30-yard line, and he's brought down over there by McDermott on a nice tackle. I've never understood that, John. When you kick the ball short on the left side, and the short up back tries to run all the way sideways to the left, just run the ball
it straight. You're going to get 10, 12, 15 yards if you just run it straight. But
I just never know that you're running sideways and everybody else is filling gaps running straight at you.
Hey, Rick, if you were back there and you had a 220-pound special teams linebacker coming at you, you might run sideways as well.
No, I wouldn't either. I would run straight at him and then take an angle and get to the ground is what I'd do. All right, Chris Smith, quarterback. B.J. Rogers beside him in the backfield. Colt's going to take it, and he's going to drop straight back, and he's firing down the seam, and big hit over there by 33, Marquand Pope. No, I'm sorry, that's 22, Peyton Bowen, that delivers a Pope-like hit over there, and the ball comes flying free. It's incomplete, second down and 10.
Yeah, he sent a message right there.
Ooh,
wow.
boy,
wow.
Huge
that was
hit.
Close to being a flag. Kind of helmet to helmet, but he I think it was unintentional. So no call right there.
Yeah, he had his helmet up though. I mean, his head up. All right, here we go. Sims again in motion now. Going to hand off inside Rogers, and he is swarmed up. There was no hole there, nowhere to run. As the Wildcats ate that up, big 44 Blaine Smith filling in for injured Dotoon, his partner. They used to rotate there in the middle, and now 44 is filling some big shoes, literally and figuratively. All right, third down now and 8 for the Colts. They gave him 2 yards on that play, which I think was a lucrative spot there for the Colts. Looks like they're getting a play call here, and from the sidelines, Sim's going to move both those receivers from his right side to left. You got trips down now on this bottom side. Sim's going to take and fake and look, and he's going to take off running on the right side, and there's no really anywhere to go. And then he gets out, and still the Wildcat pursuit. He spins. He's still running, and it cannot get him on the ground. And now the ball's loose, and the Wildcats are running. No, the whistle's down. He is down, and that's going to be I think that's going to be a Colt first down. Boy, you talk about Houdini from these quarterbacks. It just continues, John. 4, 5, 6 Geyer Wildcats had a chance to bring Smith down. They can't do it, and now it's Sims down, and they can't do it, and now it's a first down.
Yeah, what a change of events right there. The Geyer sideline was excited. It looked like the Blue Crew is getting vocal, sharing their discernment over that call.
There. Yeah, there goes Rogers. He's squeaking out on the right side. He's still running out of bounds over there. And I think I've been calling the Arlington quarterback by the wrong name, John, all day. I think I've been calling him Chris Smith, and it is definitely Chris Sims.
That's all right.
I apologize to the Sims family. We'll get that right from here on out. But I tell you what, I haven't missed those plays that he's making. It's really been impressive. So,
very athletic quarterback, and Coach Heim knew that was going to be a challenge coming into this game for his defense, and it's going to come down to his playmaking ability for the Arlington Colts.
Yeah, Sims now back looking, and he is swarmed under, and he ain't going away this time. 3, Jaden Powell eats him up and dumps him for a huge loss, about 10 yards on that one, John. That was a big play from the safety, Powell, who was blitzing.
And I'll tell you, that really ignited that Blue Crew crowd. They were chanting their displeasure with that last call, and they were out in force today. Carver is over there leading the Blue Crew. They are back, and good to see them out here.
Yeah, you got big play right here. Second down in 19 or 20. I don't know that you get greedy here. You see if you can get some of that yardage back. It's probably 4 down territory in here. And they run the quarterback draw, and he is he's running out forward. He gained about 2 or 3 yards. Would have been, I think, had been served a little bit better if he had just kept that ball up the middle as he tried to squeeze out on the right side. Marquand Pope on the tackle there after the original hit by 47 Etheridge. And where they spotted. They give him 4 yards on the play, John. It'll be third down and 15. Again, like I said, though, you're probably in 4 down territory right here for the Colts if they can make this something that they feel like is achievable.
Yeah, they need to get probably 5 to 7 yards here.
Yep. Snap, rock. And Sims fires, and it is knocked out, and that was an excellent play over there by Darius Goodlow as he stuck that big mitt in there and knocked that thing away. It'll bring up 4th down
like
and 14,
the punting
and I
unit
think
is
they're
coming
going to
out.
punt it now. Yeah, it makes
great
sense.
job defensively. Goodlow was right there, just perfect position to make that
perfect
play.
timing. Yeah, I think if they'd have gotten 6, 7, 8 yards maybe there, they go for that, John. But probably a smart play here. If you're Geyer, you might want to watch for a trick play, but more than likely you're going to punt this thing and try to play defense. Snap again. That's a bad snap. We do get it off though. And that thing bounces again. You got to come up and field that ball. It's going to roll all the way down to the 9-yard line. It's like we didn't even come up to try to make that play. You got to come up and field that punt.
Big break for Arlington. The ball short hop the punter. He had a little trouble fielding it, and there was some pressure, almost blocked, and he gets it off. Kind of a knuckleball coming out, but then it rolls another 20 or so yards, and it pins Geyer back on the 9-yard line, Rick. With 7:21 left, Geyer leading this one 28-21. If they can establish their running game here behind that big offensive line, chew up some clock, at least get it past midfield, you got to like your chances.
Yeah, Stowers now in a pistol formation with 27 Phillips just straight ahead. Got about 2 or 3 yards. Bring up 2nd down and about 8 as he gets out to just close to the 12-yard line, not quite.
Well, that sun's setting, getting a little chilly. Rick's got his jacket on now. You got any hand warmers there, big boy?
I don't. This is an open-air booth. It's been beautiful all day, though. I still actually kind of like this. Stack formation from Rivera on the right. Take and hand again inside to Phillips. And he's got a little bit of room out on the left side, but closed quickly there by the Colts. It'll be 3rd down and 3, and this is going to be a big one right here, John. Big play for both teams, I think.
You can anticipate, that run-pass option, but it's going to be more of a run option to either B.J. Phillips or Eli Stowers here with 3rd and short.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go here. 28-21. Geyer leads this game. Still just not in a hurry at all. They're definitely eating this clock up. You might see at this point, Coach Webb, I believe you're going to see him run this thing down and call timeout. They are, absolutely. Now you think maybe as the Wildcats take their first time out of the game here, John, this is where you got 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go. If you get a stop here, Arlington, you might get this possession and one more possession. If you don't get a stop here, if Geyer's able to make a 3rd down and conversion here, make 1st down, even if you do stop them without scoring, you might only get one possession more in the game. So this is crunch time here. This is where games are won and lost. You say that every game. There's 5-6 plays that make the biggest difference in the game. I think this is one of them right here.
Well, we talked that the guy has not thrown the ball much. Stowers maybe 10 or less attempts. Is this a time that everybody in the stadium is expecting B.J. Phillips to get it or Eli Stowers to keep it? Maybe a little fake and then a little short pass to a receiver, a little 5-yard out pattern.
Yeah, John, I think either your play action or maybe put something maybe put your star senior quarterback on the corner with a run pass option might be a good play. But you got split backs. Rivera in the slot on the left. Stowers takes and hands on the left side to Aldridge, and he is eaten up, and he's going to be short, John. Yeah, he's definitely short. It's going to be 4th down and about a half a yard.
Rick, your buddy Jeff Davis checking in from Tampa, Florida. He said, let's go Wildcats.
Good shout out to Jeff. Shout out to my cousin, Brent James DeRocher, BJ DeRocher, a buddy of ours from Iowa, who was in to watch his beloved Cyclones play today. Unfortunately, they came up a little bit short, but outstanding performance from Iowa State. First time to be in the Big 12 championship game, and they certainly performed excellently. Shout out to him. Hope they're having fun there down in the stockyards, John. And we tried to get that. Arlington tried to go after it, but
a lot of pressure.
We got a nice kickoff all the way out past the 50-yard line. Good job there by the Geyer punter, Jackson. Made an excellent play there.
I was watching closely, Rick. A lot of times when they bring that much pressure, if they don't get the block, about half the time you're going to see a punt interference. Roughing the kicker, and Arlington did a good job not hitting the kicker right there.
Yeah, I wonder if they've changed numbers because Christian Horn is our punter. That's why the number number on the
uniform changed tonight. Yeah. That they're wearing silver pants for the first time, and they got a uniform change, so that might be part of it.
All right, you got 5 minutes and 22 seconds to go here. You got to think this may possibly be the final possession for Arlington. Are they going to break there? And unbelievably, on the speed sweep, they are going to the house, John.
Wow. Lightning has struck
fast. That is 10 Joel Murray, and he went untouched. 60 yards for a touchdown.
No flags on the play, and just a nice job. The Arlington Colts, everybody moving left, stayed with their blocks, and just outran the Geyer defense, Rick, all the way to the house. And, boy, what a dagger real quick with 5 minutes left in this ballgame. Chance to tie it up.
Yeah, that's just huge plays from the Colts all day long. And it just, again, like I said, been things that have hampered us all year. Defense plays really good, 2-3 downs in a row, and then a little bit of a letdown, but that one was lightning right there, John. 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this ball game, and we're right back where we started, 28-28.
Folks, you're tuned into the Geyer Football Radio Network. If you're just now joining us, Arlington has had 3 big touchdowns in this second half. Big plays, 2 running and 1 big pass play. To really keep their dreams alive of moving on in this playoffs. Geyer will get the ball here with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left, Rick. You got to like the odds. Again, behind that offensive line, though we just saw they couldn't convert on 3rd and short. So it's really going to be gut check time for your Geyer Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of irony there. I've been harping on this all year. You hate to see it come back to bite us, but all year I've been saying we got to come up and field punch. You got to come up, and that's 15, 20 yards difference. That one was only about 12 or 15 yards, but there is a huge difference in starting from your 24, 25-yard line and starting from your 12-yard line, John. And as the kick comes down to Bryson Riggs, he's going to run it out to about the 30. In 5 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in this ball game, and Geyer will be starting 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Wow, we've got us a ball game here. Everything we expected. What a setting, Rick. Globe Life Park. The lights have been on most of the afternoon. The sun is setting. We've got Oklahoma and Iowa State played right behind us. Argyle won a state title at AT&T Stadium last night, and here we go.
All right, Stowers takes hands inside, and that's Ty Aldridge. And he pounds forward for about 3 yards, 3.5. Second down and just a little over 6. I don't know. This is a little bit surprising. Again, I don't know if I'd call it a shocker, but a little bit surprising. The ACC championship game, Clemson really putting it on Notre Dame, 31-3. Aldridge up the middle, spinning, twisting. First down for the Wildcats, gain of about 7.5, 8 yards. Nice play there. Geyer moves the chains. Clock down now, 4 minutes, 33 seconds. Stowers right back to the line. Again, same play. Ty Aldridge right up the middle again, bangs forward, 8 yards. Now you're seeing it, John, the tempo and the speed and the power of the Geyer rushing attack. You got the 3-headed monster back there. Aldridge and B.J. Phillips, the running backs, as well as 3 Eli Stowers, the excellent running quarterback. Now he's going to take hand again to Phillips. Waits patiently. Pushes forward. He's got about 2.5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and very short.
The X factor in this equation, Rick, is Mayfield, the field goal kicker, has a strong leg. They can get about 25 more yards. They'll be in field goal range and a chance to win this one.
Yeah, Arlington right now, they're selling out on the run. Well, they're not going to just stand there and let us run right up the middle on them anymore. They've got 8 men in the box, and they got a safety. They got nobody past 4 yards. Everybody right up the middle. And Phillips pounds, and he gets it spinning. Nice job. Same thing that Geyer did on that B.J. Rogers long touchdown, though. So you got to watch that on short yardage. Guy gets a little bitty gap and springs through it, and all of a sudden he's off and running. But that time, 2.5 yards and a first down. Wildcats move the chains. 3 minutes now and 12 seconds, John. Clock rolling.
And we are tied 28-all. We got a couple people in the chat asking the score. It's a barn burner here at Globe Life Park, 28-28. 3 minutes left in this ball game.
Phillips on the left, going to hand it again, and he hesitates and moves forward, and they're hard to tackle him as he spins and twists and gets those big legs pounding forward. Gain on the play was 7. Call it 8. Second down and 2. Geyer is in no hurry now, John. They are going to let this thing run all the way down. They want this to be the last possession of the game. Stowers again with Phillips, and this time he keeps it on the corner, and great play over there by number 11. That is Damari Turner, but not before he got a first down. But tell you what, John, that looked like it was going to be much more than just a 2 or 3 yard gain. Just a little look forward, John. The winner of this game plays winner of North, Crowley, and Abilene. I guess that game is this afternoon. That time, very short gain on first down. Aldridge is cut down immediately. Number 94 on that tackle. Number 94 on that tackle. David Schwabe. Now Stowers again, hands Aldridge. The middle again. This time, not much yardage either. Gain on this play is maybe 1.5 yards. Malachi Kilo made that tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7, and I believe Arlington may have used one of their timeouts, and their coach is thinking just that, John. They're thinking there's no way I'm going to let the Wildcats just run this thing down and kick a field goal maybe to win this game. I'm going to save some clock time for me. That makes this play a little bit interesting.
Plus gives their team a chance to kind of catch their breath. Geyer's not going quite as fast, not that Mach 1 speed like we saw in the first half, but going fast late in this game. Probably just talk a little strategy, figure out how to stop Geyer on this 3rd and about 5.5 yards. If they stop him here, it's probably still a little out of Mayfield's field goal range, so it's probably 4-down territory.
This is not. I mean, Mayfield. What did he kick? 57-yard field goal before. I think this is well within Mayfield's range here, but I know, 40, 42, 43 to go down. 53 yards is still a long way. It's not. I'm sure it's not how they would like to try to decide the game. 3rd down here, and it's a long 6. Stowers going to take and fake and looking, and he's going to try to keep it, and he's pushed out of bounds, and I don't think he's going to make it. Nah, he's going to be down at the 30. I mean, this is going to bring up 4th down. I mean, in about 4th down and about 2, John.
Big decision.
Minute and 41
He's got the leg.
seconds.
Mayfield has the leg, and Eli had some running room there, but it just took so long for that play to develop. The defense had a chance to collapse on him and force him out of bounds, just short of the first down. It's decision time for Coach Webb, Rick.
Yeah, the ball's at the right hash. You got a right-footed kicker. Typically, they hook the ball just a hair. They like that a little bit. So I don't think you got the wide goalposts in high school. So I don't think that that's that big of an issue. Would be about a 40. I think it'd be about a. I think. Trying to say they got it on the 38. Where is that, John?
He's probably
28. I mean,
he's probably looking at both in Eli's eyes and asking him, "Hey, you got this? Can you get me 2 yards?" He'd much rather have Eli say, "Yes, sir, I got this."
Yeah, it's on the 29-yard line, so they would mark that at about the 36 or so. It'd be a 46-yard field goal, 46 or 47-yarder. So that's a big kick for a high school. But Look, it's 4th and 2. It's not 4th and a half a foot. So this is still not an easy. It's not an easy call to make. But Coach Webb is going to go for that. And here we're going to get up in our long eye formation again. Arlington going to put all 10 men, I think, maybe one guy.
They got that Wolverine formation.
Everybody almost going to take, and I have no idea. I got a timeout because, Eli never did anything with the ball there. He just kept it in his hand. So Arlington got the ball, got that timeout. That is their last one. You can control the clock on offense. You can't on defense. I think they're saying right here that this is for all the marbles. You stop them here.
We're getting a note from Dustin here on the chat that Abilene did win last night. So the winner of this game will play Abilene. I am hearing there's a good chance it might be right back here at Globe Life Park. That is to be determined, so more news on that.
Boy, that surprises me because I would think that with playing a team like Abilene, you'd want that to be somewhere with equal travel distance. I'd be shocked a little bit if it's back here. But, I mean, maybe. In the past, it's always been that way, John. If it's somebody from East or West Texas, usually it's split a little bit. Well, here's the play of the game, John. So far, 1:41 seconds to go. 4th down and easy 2 yards. Score tied at 28, and the Wildcats come out in that long eye, straight to the line. Snap, hand, Phillips, and I think oh boy.
Well, they're excited. Arlington is excited that they stopped them.
It's hard to tell. It's going to be really close. They're pretty sure. What happened? Oh, Lord, I cannot believe that.
Well, there's a flag down. It looks like Arlington may have stopped them, but it looks like a personal foul penalty.
Well, let's think about this, though, guys. Let's think about this. If it's a dead ball, if it's a personal foul, dead ball. If it's a dead ball, the play's over. So if they don't make the first down, it would actually be Arlington's ball, and they would move that back. If it's not a live ball penalty. So the penalty's not going to give them a first down. The penalty could push Arlington back.
Well, and here comes the crucial measurement. Gar got this by a few inches earlier in the game.
I don't think they got it, no. All right,
Wow.
So Arlington's going to take over here. But this ball is going to get marked way back inside the 20-yard line for the dead ball personal foul or unsportsmanlike on Arlington. So that still is a very costly penalty.
Well, hats off to the Arlington defense. They've played a heck of a game today, holding the Guy Wildcats to just 28 points so far.
Yeah, it's unsportsmanlike penalty on Arlington.
Was the player ejected, Quincy? Did you see?
I don't believe the player was ejected, so they must have called it a push or a shove. But that was a critical mark right there because if Geyer had gotten that first down, then they basically would have been in chip shot field goal range. And they really could have just run out the clock.
Yeah, that was the whole thinking. Coach Webb thought, hey, the odds of me getting a first down here is probably about 88%, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And,
all right, you got 1:37 seconds to go right here. You got to play defense. You can't be thinking about overtime here or anything else. The game is on the line. Got to make a play. Chris Sims going to send a guy in motion. They're going to go right back and fake. This time, going to try to throw out on the right. Good job by Sims as he just throws that thing almost into the stands there as his receiver was covered. They try to fake that speed sweep, John, that got him the big play and throw the ball out here on the right side, and Geyer had it snuffed out. Now, one thing you got to be careful of here, you got 1:31 seconds. Geyer does have a timeout. And you're way down inside the 15. I think if I'm Arlington, I just run this ball.
Yeah, with that penalty, that puts Arlington in a hole. And if Geyer can force a punt here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Arlington's thinking. They're going to give the ball to B.J. Rogers. and at least make Geyer use their last timeout, and that's what they're going to do. I just a very difficult situation that you're in there when you're inside your own 10, 15-yard line. It's a long field to get, and you just can't afford to throw 3 incompletions.
Or an interception.
Yeah, and give the ball back to them. Geyer, you don't want to give the ball to Geyer. Having that big leg, right, from Mayfield is that's a big thing, John. It plays into strategy and everything. It's probably why Arlington.
Yeah, it's a great weapon to have.
You're going to see Arlington run the ball here again, I guarantee you. That's exactly what you see. But this time, 10 is off running again. And what do you get from Murray but the speed sweep? And he sticks it up in there for 17 yards and a first down, and they're all the way out at the 33-yard line. And now Arlington is going to run hard. 37 seconds. Clock is still running, though. They're in no big hurry, and I'm not really understanding why, as the clock's running
no timeouts,
under 30 seconds
clock's moving.
Now. Sims is going to take and hand inside. Rogers, he's running all the way out almost to the 45-yard line.
It almost looks like they're just
seconds.
playing for overtime, Rick.
Yeah, they're going to try to spot the ball. They're going to clock it, and they do. They're out at the 43-yard line, John. We got 15 seconds left and no timeouts. Here's one where if you got, one of the plays that I like to run in this, you go trips, you send one guy deep, you send another guy deep on an out route, and another guy on an out route about 8 or 10 yards, and you throw the ball to your under guy, catch the ball, and then gain another 8 yards or so and get out of bounds. If you go over-under on people like that, you high-low them, you can get a guy down the field 10, 12, 15 yards and out of bounds. But 15 seconds, he cannot throw the ball to the end zone from here. They got to get about 10 yards. Late pressure from Logan McDermott. Huge play from number 8 as he does the delayed blitz, John, and he knocks him down for a loss of 12, and that's probably going to end the game. Regulation, and we will go to overtime here at Globe Life.
Wow, what
huge play from 8.
Big-time play. He's come up big all day long, Rick, and what a great time to make probably one of the biggest plays of that young man's season right there.
Yeah.
We'll force overtime.
Outstanding, and we talked about earlier, situational football in high school. A guy who's been a backup linebacker all years, made his presence known, as we talked about many times, on special teams. This week, you got a unique quarterback with incredible ability to run. You've got a lot of defensive sets where you're looking for a spy. He fits that mold pretty well, and exactly what you get from him. And you got a kid that he gets his number called, and he makes plays. And that's what's so great about high school football. We talked about Tyler Jarrett doing it last year. Sort of the opposite. You had a all-running team. Needed to put an extra hard-nosed linebacker in the box. And he had 13 or 14 tackles or 20 tackles. I don't know how many he had, but, really played great after being a backup most of the year. And you just love to see stories like that with kids making plays.
Well, Rick, the momentum's been a pendulum this second half. It's gone back and forth. A little momentum there with that stop. Who do you give the edge to here in overtime?
Boy, I don't know, John. I'm not really sure there is an edge to be given. One thing you like in overtime is the ability to run the ball, right, push people around. Geyer certainly has that. But, with B.J. Rogers, he's got a guy, he doesn't need a whole lot of space to get yards. Plus Sims, he can run the ball. Plays break down. Obviously, we know Eli Stowers can do that. I'm not sure, John, if I would give a real edge to anyone here.
Well, Arlington has outscored Geyer in the second half and made some big plays. I didn't realize they had that big play-making ability in their DNA, but they've shown that they can do it. They're playing right here in their own backyard. Coach Pete said, playing in Globe Life Park right here in Arlington is not really a home field advantage. And I'd probably agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. I think you've got great representation of the fans from both sides, though, tonight, especially in this sort of COVID environment. So I don't think it's a disadvantage to anyone either. I have to be honest with you, John. I have not seen an overtime game in high school football in Texas. I don't believe. I think they play by the same rules that colleges do, but I think this is the first overtime game. I've been a part of the Geyer program for I can't tell you how long, and I don't remember an overtime game.
Yeah, it's rare for every point after attempt to be good. You know, we got 4 touchdowns, 4 extra points, nobody missed, and here we are, tied at 28-all.
Well,
we're in overtime.
Arlington's gonna get the ball first. Geyer won the toss. They wanted to play defense first, and there goes B.J. Rogers right up the middle. He's going to gain about 3 or 4 maybe on that play. They say it's an advantage to play defense first because you know what you have to do. So Geyer's going to see if they can stop the Colts. Second down in we'll call it a short 4, John. It's a second to long 6.
Yeah, it is hard, Rick. In our angles, it looked like he gained maybe 1 or 2 yards, but 4 yards later, it's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it is good that they're down here on our side, though, at least, as we're right above the play right now. Beautiful vision for us. In motion goes Murray, going to take and fake to him and hand to Rogers. He pounds it up. Straight ahead, gain on that play is about 3.5. It's going to bring up 3rd down and probably 2, John.
Well, each play is so crucial because it's win or go home.
No field goal here. I
We're
guarantee
in
you
the
that.
second round of the Texas High School 6A playoffs, and I believe it has been set, Rick. The winner here will play Abilene next Saturday right here at 3:15.
Okay, that does surprise me. I stand corrected.
You know, Abilene, it might be a destination for them the day after Christmas. Come into Arlington. A fun place for the fan base to come. About 45 minutes to an hour for Geyer and about 2.5, 3 hours for Abilene.
Yes, Sims going to take and hand on the right side. B.J. Rogers, he pounds forward, 3.5, 4 yards, first down. Steady, 3 carries there, first down yardage. And ball's at about the 12-yard line, 28-28, overtime here at Globe Life Park.
And it is getting dark. It's actually dark in our booth. I don't know if we have a light switch we can flip on there.
We have a light switch, and
There we go.
There we go.
We have lights now. We can see our notes.
All right.
Thank you, Quincy.
No clock. There's no clock. There's only a play clock in overtime. So it runs down inside of 10 seconds now. Sims takes and hands, and this time we sucked that one up in the backfield. Who is that? Big Briggsy?
I believe that was Rowan Briggs.
Yeah, Rowan Briggs in the backfield.
Big play
on that.
right there.
Nice play.
Hadn't caught his name a lot today, but that was a big play for a loss of 2. Just took the angle from that defensive end position, and nice play. Nowhere to go.
Oh, you know what? My son just corrected me. That's right. We did. We lost in overtime, second round to Lake Ridge. Yes, I forgot about that. And there we're going to hand off. This time Murray tries to end around, and this time he ain't going anywhere. That is, he is dumped for no gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 or 11. We weren't going to let that
great
play
job.
get us there.
The Geyer defense is basically creating a wall right here in front of us, Rick. And what do you dial up here if you're Coach Peach? You've been trying to run the ball. It's going to be a bunched-up defense on about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to call their timeout. Each team gets 1 timeout. Now, I do know that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I cannot believe I don't remember that. That ended our season. Weird that just completely blanked for me. But, yeah, second round of playoffs, Lake Ridge.
Those bad memories, you just kind of want to erase them, right?
That was bad memories. That was a game that we had no business losing. Up 2 touchdowns relatively late. They stopped us on 3 4th downs, I think, in that game. Coach Wall says it's, if he had it to do over again, he would have kicked that second field goal. I think he's one of the few decisions he's ever really regretted in his coaching career. You got to figure with the explosiveness and the power that team had, you were going to get it.
Hey,
yeah.
Rick, while we have a minute here, and we're not sure how this one's going to end, it's probably going to be action-packed. We won't be back on the air for at least another week or so. We want to wish all the folks listening a happy and safe holiday season, a Merry Christmas. happy Hanukkah. Be safe out there on the roads. And remember, no texting while driving. So important this time of year.
All right, here we go. Chris Sims now. They got a stack on this left short side here. 3 receivers and B.J. Rogers, and now Guy are going to use their timeout. Which, remember now that Guy will not have a timeout on the offensive side.
And let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Short one.
Thinking of buying or selling your home? Lisa Morris and Shannon Piper with the Cloud Realty team have been serving the DFW area for over 15 years. They specialize in residential buying, residential selling, and work with investors all over the Metroplex. Call them today at 469-300-1109 or go to txcloudrealty.com and check out their 5-star reviews. Contact Lisa and Shannon today to find your next dream home.
All right, we're back live now. Another big play. This is third down and about 13 from the 14-yard line. Got to get maybe to a 1.5 for a first down. Sims is got Rogers to his right, going to send a man in motion, going to take, and he's going to try to throw it up in the corner, and I think we're going to get, no, incomplete. Boy, I think the guy quarterback got away with one there.
Yeah,
but,
the Arlington receiver
pass.
was forced out of bounds and had to come back into the end zone. No flag on the play, and you can hear it from this Arlington Colt. We're going to watch the replay. You'll look at the receiver. It's a flip back pass to the corner of the end zone. The receiver is forced out of bounds and back in, and there's no flag.
I cannot believe they didn't get a flag.
No flag on that play.
Well, you're going to get a field goal attempt here. Ball going to be spotted at the 21, be 31-yard field goal. The kicker from Arlington, multiple times before the game, he was kicking from this distance. So he has the leg, and it is good.
Well, Arlington strikes first in overtime, so it puts the pressure back on Geyer. They've got to at least get 3 out of this next overtime possession.
Yeah.
Ideally, they get 6, and the game's over.
Yeah, 36, Samuel Ballesteros, the kicker for Arlington, knocked that one right down the middle. 31-28. Arlington scores the field goal. Now Geyer will get their chance on offense. Touchdown, and the game's over. They'll go right back to this same spot over here by us.
Yeah, boy, Rick, I don't think we quite expected this one. An overtime matchup. We knew it would be a tight heavyweight battle, but, man, more than I expected. Out of both teams have played solid football this afternoon, and it's going to boil down to execution. The Geyer offense has got to get it done right here behind the leadership senior quarterback Eli Stowers.
All right, here it is. Every play could be the last one now. Stowers going to take and hand Tyan Aldridge on the right side. He pounds it forward. Gain on the play, about 5 yards. Nice first play. Be second down and 5. Geyer goes hard right to the line of scrimmage. Now Stowers by himself in the backfield. Going to take and look, and nobody open. Now he's going to throw, and he throws high. He had Riggs wide open for a first down. Threw that ball way over his head. Eli would like to have that one back. Be third down now and 5.
And if I'm Mayfield right now, I'm really hoping they convert this first down. Hey, as a kicker, you dream about moments like this, but let's get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go. They're stacked on the right side. Going to take and hand to B.J. Phillips, and he ain't going to get it. Not even close. You're going to see Mayfield right here, no doubt. It's fourth down and about 4. Ball be spotted down on the 27-yard line. Be a 37-yard kick from Mayfield. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is good.
Wow,
down
clutch.
the middle.
Mayfield has been a solid kicker. Geyer has produced a lot of great kickers over the years, and when we see him in warm-ups, when we see him, he kicked, what was it, a 57-yarder earlier in the season?
Absolutely.
He's just a kid that you can rely on, and wow, a pressure-packed moment, and here we go, second overtime.
Yeah, the snap was a little bit high there. Not too bad, but a little bit. Nice job by Brody Noble. I know that's a tough. Everybody always talks about the kicker. You know, I have two boys that both Preston and Camden were holders here at Geyer, and I can remember always thinking to myself, my biggest nightmare would be if they made a mistake like that. Both of them did great. Never had one that they missed, but you never hear about the holder unless the ball goes through his hands.
Geyer fans, you can all take a breath now. I know you're probably holding your breath when you're tuning in on the radio when you hear that snap. And here we go again.
All right, we'll have the ball first this time as they alternate chances. Stowers looks to the sidelines as he tries to change the play. Stack formation on the right. Stowers going to take and hand again to Aldridge. Right up the middle. He pounds forward again. Same thing. This time maybe even 5.5 or 6 yards. Down to about the 19. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Same formation. Stack right. Same play. Hand to Aldridge. This time nowhere to run. And he is upended for maybe a half-yard gain. Bring up third down again and about 3.
Nice job. The left side of that Arlington defensive line.
Yeah, actually got a good spot there, John. It's only third down and about 2.
I think what happened is he didn't quite hit the ground. He rolled over the top.
Yeah, he might have rolled
of a
over
defender,
a player, yeah.
And got about 2 extra yards on that play. Well, Geyer has gone to the well all afternoon long, that running attack. We expect more of the same right here, Rick.
Yep, here we go. Now short stack formation on the right, going to hand off inside to Phillips, and he is not even getting close. It's going to be, I mean, he's still a good, he might have gotten a yard, but no, they're going to mark him backwards. I mean, I think he lost a half yard.
Yeah, you gotta kick the field goal here. There's just no, the risk reward is just too great
see Mayfield again
to try to go for it here. Because if you don't get it, you almost surely give the game away.
Yeah, I don't know. This one for me, I'm going for it. You only got a yard. I think
are they setting up in their Wolverine?
Yeah, I think I might see us go for this.
They are set up in the Wolverine. Going to try to draw them off sides.
Yeah, there's a handoff. Deep in the backfield, and Aldridge, he pounds forward, and he makes it first down. Excellent job there. Well, the only problem with that, really, though, is you get the ball way deep in the backfield. I think that was a good call from Coach Webb there.
When it works, it's always a good call.
Yeah, the Arlington kicker, he's a pretty accurate kid, but he doesn't have a huge leg. So, all right, Stowers now runs the quarterback draw, and he makes a man miss. It took a big shot down there, but he spins inside the 5.
Yeah, he got past the initial tackler. He was in the grass there, just right past the line of scrimmage, but his athleticism just took him almost to the end zone. It's just going to, it's been an effective 1st and 4.
Yeah, it's been an effective
play.
1st
and goal at the 4.
That's been an effective play for Geyer all year. He does make a little fake with it, but it's really less of the quarterback draw and more of a quarterback power, right? It's almost like a counter, like he just sort of fakes going right, and then he just goes right up the gut, and you see there, Ty Aldridge, just a good job there, John, as he just spins and stretches and reaches. It's down to about the 1. It's looked like there was really nowhere to run, and Ty Aldridge is a tough little kid.
He's hungry. He's hungry. He could smell that end zone. He didn't quite get there. They're going to line up in that Wolverine again, Rick.
Yeah, they are. Big stack formation. You got 3 touchdowns from Phillips today. Let's see if we can get one from 20 Aldridge, and he is going to get stuffed. Boy, they got penetration in a hurry there, and they knocked him down way in the backfield. That's all the way back to the 3.5-yard line, John. They snuffed that play out finally.
Yeah, I think it was Max Kello was stunning from his right side defensive end position. Just took the angle and got penetration there in the backfield.
Yeah, they're going to stick with that play, though. This is 3rd down. There we go again. And now he's going to keep, and Stowers will run for the corner. Touchdown! Wildcats! Is Eli Stowers on the bootleg, ran for the corner, reached with his arm and knocked the pylon down for a Wildcat touchdown, John.
That's the first time they've drawn that play up all day, and what an opportunity. What a great call. Nobody expected it. He dove at the pylon there to get the ball in the end zone, and chance for Geyer to go up 7.
All right, here we go now. Extra point. These are crucial. Snap good. Kick is up, and it is good. 38-31.
Well, partner, Geyer's in the driver's seat right here. Their defense has been playing good. It's up to the D. If they can keep him out of the end zone, Geyer will advance to play the day after Christmas right back here at 3:15, December 26th.
Gutsy call from Coach Webb there earlier in that series to go for it on 4th and 1. I do believe it was the right call at the time. And then another great call there as you bring that one out of the bag of tricks. You've been running that power play all day. This time Stowers fakes it and dives for the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, Jeff Davis comments, there we go, Eli. Kim Smith, let's go Wildcats. And, hey, thanks, everybody, for hanging with us. This is another great classic Geyer football game. Man, wow.
All right. Again, remember what I said. Every play could be the last one. Got to make a big defensive play here just like you did on offense. Sims going to put a man in motion and take in hand inside. And patience this time doesn't pay off for B.J. Rogers as he gets about 1.5 yards. Geyer, really good defense, 47. Brooks Etheridge sticking his helmet in there and making that tackle. Good job there from the Wildcat defensive front as they really they kept all that muck in front there. Nowhere really to run, John. 2nd down and 8.
The Geyer defense looks fresh, Rick. We know the game plan from Arlington. They've been really running the ball, just off tackles, some delay runs from Chris Sims, the quarterback.
All right, here we go. Sims again. Now he's got a stack formation. Arlington will use that timeout again. Remember, we talked about it, John. You have one timeout each overtime period. Each team gets one timeout. I think it's a good use here. It's 2nd down and 8. This is a play where you may or you're not going to win it on this play, but you could lose it, right? You want to keep yourself. This is one of those downs. You're 2nd down and 8. You don't need 8, right? You need 4 or 5. It's 4 down territory. This is the beauty of going second in overtime. Right now, there's no real decision to make. You know you're going to go for on 4th down, so you got 3 plays to make.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now. Coach Peach is dialing up his strategy. And I'm sure they've seen some tendencies here on this Geyer defense. He's got a couple options. They haven't thrown the ball much the second half other than the big pass play. So do they dial up a pass play here? They've been running the ball.
I don't know,
a lot of tendencies with Arlington running the ball here in the second half.
Why don't we ask our audience here? I know JD's probably out there in Georgia. He's probably made 7 calls right now. You know, he knows exactly the play to run right here. We'll see what happens. Sims now, he breaks the huddle. Got twins. He sends a man in motion. Going to take and fake and look. And he's got the, oh, goodness, we got pressure in his face. He had a receiver open. Now he's scrambling, and he throws that thing away. Good job
he had
there.
a man open. An Arlington receiver had beat the defense.
Yeah, excellent job
Chris
there.
Sims is a short quarterback. I think he just goes about 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, Rowan Briggs got one of those big paws up in front of his face as he put pressure on him. He had a guy breaking for the end zone. He just couldn't see him. All right, big play here, 3rd down and 8. Sims breaks the huddle. Got twins on the right side. Murray in a little slot. B.J. Rogers to his left. Going to send Murray in motion again. Going to take, fake, and now fire for the corner of the end zone, and it is out of bounds and incomplete. And here's your play, John, right here. 1 play left, 4th down and 9.
Yeah, you got to like your spot here. They're definitely going to have to be throwing the ball here, Rick. Geyer's defense has been able to shut down the pass most of the game, with the exception of that big play early in the second half.
You got 1 play right here till round 3. 1 play for round 3. All right, Sims now all by himself in the backfield as he's got Rogers in the slot. trips up high, snap, and they've got motion everywhere. No, we got a timeout. Geyer uses their timeout. All right,
a little
John.
bit of a chess match going back and forth here. You know, do you have the right defense dialed in? What's your offensive play call?
Yeah, it gives us a little bit of time to talk about this here. Every coach has got to play one or two plays, right? And you've been thinking about it all year, and this is the time right now where you got to go with that one play that you really believe is going to shake somebody open, right? This is not the time for like the big trick play or anything. This is one of those ones that's tried and true. You know it's one, maybe like a little rub play or something like that. You know, you love those little pick plays in situations like this. Another one would be like a rollout where you high-low it. You know, you get your double outs. Now, one of those plays that you know is your go-to 9-yard play, right? Well, this is it. If you need one, this is it. Now you've got trips to this left side. You know, look, you got Rogers in slot. On the right side, you got your running back in motion. Sims is by himself in the backfield. He's going to take and look. He's got pressure in his face, and it's blocked. And it's over. The Wildcats win it. Cooper Lands gets his hand on the ball, and it is over. Wildcats victorious, 38-31 in overtime.
There's pandemonium in the booth as well as on the field. The Geyer team has come out. The Blue Crew, I don't think they're going to be able to, for security reasons, come out onto the field. But what a big-time play. What a special moment. Hey, hats off to these Arlington Colts. They played their hearts out. You can see the dejection on their faces. But, wow, what an exciting day. A great win for the Geyer Wildcats. They end this one 38-31, and we'll be right back here the day after Christmas. A little Christmas present for all you Geyer fans out there. Be back here in Arlington next week. If you can't make it to the game, we'll be bringing it to you live 3:15 next week.
And again, John, he had a receiver open in the slot down the left side at about the 5-yard line, John, and I think he probably would have scored or certainly would have been down around the goal line in just a tremendous play by Cooper Lands as he stuck that big paw up there and knocked the ball.
It'll be tough watching that film for
ball.
Arlington because they had a couple opportunities. I think it was second down. They had a receiver open, breaking towards the end zone, but they just couldn't seem. And they had their opportunities and couldn't convert. But, hey, defense does win championships. I'm a big believer in that, and defense came up big right there.
Yeah, I mean, what an exciting finish. Two, I think, relatively evenly matched teams. We knew that Arlington had playmakers, but I don't know if we realized they had a bunch of home run hitters like they did, John. Though, but just superb athletes on both sides of the field today. Not a great day from Stowers throwing the ball, but again, he makes a couple of really big plays with his legs, including that one there to score in overtime, and that's what leaders do. That's what champions do. And once again, Eli's made many of those plays. He makes another one tonight.
They're showing some of the highlights of today's game on the Globe Life Park Jumbotron, and man, what a memorable afternoon for this team, the fans, the parents, the coaches, to play in this memorable ballpark, home of the Texas Rangers for over 20 years. And to be able to be up here behind home plate, Rick, and call this game has been special. And I always like to end one with a victory.
Yeah, and as you see now, the Arlington kids playing their school song. This is always a cool moment. All the parents, all the students, the cheerleaders, the coaches, the trainers, everyone is over there concentrating, giving all their attention to the band. As for many of those kids, it's the last time they'll ever see it in a Colt uniform. So you love things like that. So let's knock things over to Quincy Horde. Let's get some final stats from the game, and then John and I will be back to wrap things up.
Well, here in Globe Life Park, the Denton Geyer Wildcats will take this one away from the Arlington Colts, 38-31. They'll move on to the next round and play Abilene at Globe Life Park. Arlington with 20 first downs today, 476 total yards, 102 of those passing, 374 rushing yards, 6 penalties for 60 yards, 2 turnovers. Dengar with 27 first downs, 479 total yards, 128 passing yards, 351 of those being rushing, 2 penalties for 15 yards, and only 1 turnover today for the Wildcats, Rick.
Yeah, I think that the most telling thing in that, John, to me, was only 2 penalties on the day.
Yeah, they really did a good job cleaning things up. Gar has been, the last couple years, highly penalized team and really played disciplined football today, Rick. And I don't think they had just the 1 turnover, I believe, the fumble. Just 1 turnover.
Yeah, just watch that last play again, John, and just a big-time play there. A lot of pressure from the inside, too, to make Sims move his feet, and as he tried to throw the ball, Cooper Lance just stuck his hand up there and just was able to deflect the ball a little bit coming out of his hand, and it just fluttered to the ground.
Well, Rick, one reason we do the broadcast is to really give back to our community, and I know one thing that's important and near and dear to your heart as well as mine and Quincy is Living for Zachary. And if you could say a few words about that, then we'll hear from Liz, as we always do, and just encourage all the student-athletes out there to get their heart screenings. I believe they're free or reduced costs. And very important, that might be the best Christmas gift you could give your kid.
Yeah, very few words from me tonight because you're right, Liz does it better. But just a special organization. I always say out of tragedy has become triumph. Karen Shaw has created a fantastic organization in memory of her son, Zach. It's called Living for Zachary. It saves lives. It saved my son's life. It could save your son's life or daughter's life. And let's listen to Liz talk about it now.
I'm Liz Thrillkill. Did you know sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death on school campuses? Living for Zachary is on a mission to change that, one kid at a time. Living for Zachary provides youth heart screenings for kids ages 12 through 22 and donates AEDs or automated external defibrillators to youth-based organizations. When it comes to your kid's heart, there's not a reason to wait. Geyer High School is a proud partner for Living for Zachary. My son Cam is an example of early detection. Living for Zachary and his heart screening from Living for Zachary may have saved his life. To find out more and register for a heart screening, visit livingforzachary.org and click on screenings. Do it today and go Wildcats.
Yeah, it's an amazing story, an amazing organization. Everyone should check that out. Get your kids screened. John, any parting thoughts tonight?
Well, Geyer is really starting to gel right at the right time. Last week I was a listener. I tuned in to your great call, Rick, you and Michael Carver, along with Quincy and Kyle Rogers. And, piling up 400 yards of offense last week, or 400 yards. And then the way they played today, the defense came up big when they had to. A couple things that they'll work on, I'm sure, this week offensively. Some of the routes, the passing routes, weren't quite as crisp as we've seen in the past. They may get a few more players back next week, which will just add to their arsenal. Should be another exciting Saturday of football next week. Abilene will do a little research and bring you some information throughout the week. And, it's going to be an exciting day after Christmas. Don't drink too much spiked eggnog or anything, and we'll see you back here at Globe Life Park.
Yeah, absolutely, John. I'm looking forward to it. For my broadcast partner, John Piper, for Quincy Horde, this is Rick Thrillkill, voice of the Wildcats, saying thank you for joining in. We wouldn't be anything without you guys. And as always, go Wildcats.